Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 12th day of March 2024. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform where we preach the gospel of liberation. The gospel of freedom, the gospel of liberty, that you may know the truth so that you shall be set free, because it is only truth that will or that can set us free and nothing more. Lies and lies and lies can only put us into more bondage. More bondage, because you can defend one lie with another 1,000 lies. And each of those 1,000 lies, you can be defending each of them with thousands and thousands. So before you know it, you don't know where you are heading to. But here, we speak it as it is, so that our people will start reasoning in another way around. Because that is the problem with black race, with black Africans. The problem is in the brain. As our leader has been ironing it out, pointing it out, that the problem of black man is in the brain, is in the head. Nothing more. We have 2 eyes as others have. We have the same body, the same blood that runs through our system. We same other races. But the problem is the way we reason. That is the problem. The way we reason is the problem. The way we reason is the problem. That is it. So, once we start reasoning differently, now you see we start walking in a different way, because we have the brains, only that we are positioned to reason in a particular way. Are you hearing me? We are positioned in a particular way. You understand? And we start reasoning in that way we have been conditioned. So, that is the problem. But once we liberate our reasoning, our brains, if we can liberate them and start thinking in a different way, we shall start walking differently. Are you understanding me? Are you hearing me? That is the problem. So, the job of IPOB, as started by Mazi is not only for physical liberation. You understand me? It is not only for physical liberation, whereby flag independence, as people like Azikiwe and others did, to remove Africans from direct physical colonization without doing the normal inside job of education, of poking our brains to start thinking, start reasoning in a way that will accompany the physical independence. And that is why we are suffering. We are here in order to make sure that what has been instituted by Mazi, the standard that has been instituted, that we maintain that standard. We question everything. We reason like human beings without emotions. That is it. Therefore, today I will read some news headline. But remember, we are in this series of talking about continuous colonial legacy in Africa. Last time I talked about democracy, the so-called democracy, and we continue talking about it. That is governance or government. The continuous colonial legacy. That is what we have been talking, and we continue because I will continue touching education, economy, religion, and all the rest. It is a continuous series. So we must continue. You see what is happening in Nigeria, in the so-called Nigeria. That is why I'm going to read some news headlines. But before that, I want to read IPOB press release. I want to read IPOB press release of the 11th. That was yesterday. IPOB calls on Ndi Igbo importers and exporters to use One port instead of Lagos port. Listen, it is the IPOB press release of 11th of March 2024. We, the global family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the great liberator Mazi Okuchukwu, calls on Ndi Igbo businessmen and women to start patronizing One seaports at Iguacha, River State, in the import and export of goods, or importation and exportation of goods. IPOB expresses concern over the political and economic strangulation policies by the Nigeria state that have frustrated the investment and development of Biafra land since 1999. Among the wicked economic policies was the shutting down of functional seaports in Biafra territory, which includes One, Warri, and Calabar seaports, but leaving Lagos seaports as the only functional port, or ports, because Lagos has many ports. The consequences of such greedy and selfishness or selfish policy created a population surge nightmare and uncontrollable human and vehicular traffic in Lagos. The ugly situation in Lagos City and the ports therein has forced the Nigerian government to revive One Port. Currently, One Port at Iguacha is partially functional, though with some operational and management hitches that will be solved soon. Be as it may, IPOB calls on Ndi Igbo importers and exporters to route their imports and exports through the One Port. We advise our people to ignore the state-imposed operational hitches, but to push through to break the state-imposed barriers by patronizing the One Port. Ndi Igbo are freedom fighters in every aspect, including in business. With time, those imposed barriers will be eliminated by our consistency to import and export through One Port. No Igbo importer should think that they will shut down Lagos state ports or make the operations of One Port very effective and efficient like Lagos ports. Ndi Igbo are barrier breakers by God's grace. We should use our divine wisdom and make the One Port what we desire it to be. The proximity of One Port to the coastal and hinterland of Biafra is better than transporting from Lagos to the east. More so, the illegal checkpoints imposed by the Nigerian military, VSS police, customs, immigration, civil defense scouts, and so on along Lagos Eastern region roads make it uneconomically viable to import through the Lagos port. IPOB is calling all Biafran businessmen and women to bring their whole or part of their investment back home. We are poised to making our land an investment destination for the world, even as we work hard for the restoration of the free and independent state of Biafra. IPOB and ESN will work hard to ensure our territory is peaceful, safe, and secure for our people and other foreign investors. Nigeria has meted harsh economic policies against Igbo and will impose more harsh economic policies against our people. We assure them that with time, Nigeria will regret their wickedness against Biafrans. We are warning you ahead of time to think home and invest in Biafra land, where your investments will be more secure and protected. Nigeria corporate and economic survival is not possible. Biafrans should be wise and make hay while the sun still shines. Do not say that you were not warned. Finally, IPOB encourages Igbo importers and exporters to make use of One ports in Igbo River State as a viable option against Lagos ports. We should not allow the state-imposed technical and operational barriers to outweigh the economic benefits to Igbo and to the importers themselves. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for the indigenous people of Biafra. This the economic benefits to Igbo and to the importers themselves. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for the indigenous people of Biafra. This, just hold on, let me check something. Once it comes to the Nigeria sitting, every policy that has been going on in Nigeria is against Biafrans. You understand what I mean? The mess Nigeria is in today is because of the hatred against Igbo. They thought that they will clear us, but the more they push us to the wall, the more they are hitting themselves. The more they push us to the wall, the more they themselves, they are diminishing. That is the reality. Now, what we should be thinking about, how can, rational human beings, how can rational human beings be saying that they are in the same country, but they don't want, they don't want some part of their people to progress. And they know that those people are the pillars of progress in that country. So when they are dealing with us, they think they are dealing with us alone, whereas the thing is ricocheting on every Nigerian. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That is Nigeria for you. Sometimes you see that the wickedness, the hatred of Igbos in Nigeria by others is something out of this world. Gowon destroyed African, something that would have made Nigeria even a world power. When he destroyed the inventions, the military equipment, hardware inventions of Biafrans in 1970, and bundle of them, thinking that he's dealing with us. Do you see how foolish they are? Do you see it? How foolish they are. He thought that he's doing something that had it been, okay, had it been, they say, okay, no, let us bring them in and learn this thing from them. By now, Nigeria will be firing intercontinental missiles. Are you hearing me? By now, I say Nigeria would be exporting different high technology war equipments. But Gowon took all of them and burned them. The inventions that would have skyrocketed the so-called Nigeria to high heavens, to the sky in this world. But because of hatred against Igbo, he destroyed everything. That is to tell you the same way they are trying to look at how overcrowded Lagos is. Just look at everything. They, for them, they take Nigeria more. Everything must belong. They will share it between Yoruba and the Fulani. Everything. How many ports are in Lagos? Lagos is the tiniest state, the smallest state by landmass in the whole of Nigeria. Lagos is the smallest state. But they want everything to themselves. They even built dry dock in Sahel, in desert of Kaduna or Kano. And build the railway line direct to there. So that the northern oligarchy, anything they import, if they land in Lagos, there is they don't clear it in Lagos, so they take it direct, they load the whole containers direct to the north, to the dry dock. And now they will just take a stone throw. They will just come and clear it there, and without no harassment. And they're okay with it. Do you see the wickedness? When in this world, I say, there are some wickedness that are too, you cannot even imagine how it's simply evil, not wickedness. You are wickeding yourself. They built the whole look at the railway line from Lagos to Ibadan. Not the one in our land, in Biafra territory. They dismantled everything. Because they want to make us to become nothing. The more they do all these things to us, the more we even grow more higher. When you come to poverty rate in Nigeria in general, our side, our land, Biafra land is the least poor. That is statistical. It is statistics. The whole people in the north, in the way that are looting there, the poverty rate is high. But they still, and you are telling me that, such thing should continue. And progress, and a country like that will progress. Is that what you're telling me? A country like that will progress. Come and progress now, let us see. They have a Tinkan Wharf. They have a Papa Wharf. They are building another wharf in Lagos. They want everything among themselves. Nothing in our land. The one they put in our land, if they charge, for example, bringing of one container, it's $100, for example. I'm giving an example. Or let's say $1,000 to Lagos Port. They will add another $500. That is $1,500 to our land. In order to and they will voluntarily make sure that things are not working well. The machines are not there to handle offloading or unloading of containers. They make sure to delay everything so that to discourage you, you start saying, nah, if like that, let me go. I'll be bringing it in Lagos. Do you see that? Do you know that even many Northerners, they don't even bring from the zoo. They don't pay anything. Once they land in Cotonou, or even in Cameroon, they go through the north. They go or Cotonou. They go up through the north and enter. They don't pay anything to Nigeria. And you see that these people are just parasites. They don't add anything to the economy. Parasites. Every time they are coming to give you misinformation. Oh, they produce this. Oh, what are they producing? Lazy set of people. Even the agriculture, you say they are talking. Go to the north. You see, even most Igbo people have entered agriculture over there. Didn't you hear it in Kunle and Alahaji interview? I mean, bug the conversation. Didn't you hear it from them, from the horse's mouth? So, you say that there is a fundamental problem in the Nigeria setting. And they did it like that. The creator of Nigeria put it like that. So that we continue bleeding and they continue tying us together at gunpoint. That, no, it will be okay. And, every bad thing, fake hope, they are selling fake hopes on each and every one of Nigerians. No, it will be better. Let us see, it will be better. We will get over it. Don't worry. And you continue suffering and dying avoidable deaths. Is it not time that we think twice? That the amalgamation of Nigeria is a crime against humanity. Do you know that? It is a crime against humanity perpetrated by Britain. That is a crime against any other race can never tolerate this. Are you hearing me? Let me tell you, there's something happening in West Africa, in the Sahel region mostly. Things have been rearranged right from Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Guinea, all these places. Things are rearranging. Things are happening. We need to fit in order to benefit from this situation. We are in a here, so that we remove ourselves from these sentiments. And it baffles me a lot when I study these people that are doing this, that have this audacity to challenge their colonial masters. Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger. They have one religion. Do you know that? Don't it baffle you sometimes? Say, people that are challenging their masters, there is from one religion, Islam. Tell me any Christian country that have this type of audacity. Can you tell me? Here, I now talk to some things maybe you don't even consider. But when you look at it, you say, come, it's true. Do you understand what I mean? People that have this audacity, they belong to one religion, Islam. It gives them audacity to challenge and say, no, we cannot continue like this. And go on through your way. You become an eternal slave. You continue accepting slavery. You defend your masters, colonizers. You defend them with everything. Don't you think that there is something fundamentally wrong? If we miss this opportunity of the rearrangement of Africa, mostly West Africa, I am telling you, if we miss it, we are gone as a people. We are gone as a people. Let us, in every of my program, I used to touch emotion. Let us remove emotion from freedom fighting. It lets you know where. It blinds you. Let us be realistic and also be aware of what is happening around us. The regional politics that is playing around us is very important. We tap into it. We understand the regional politics that is roaming, that is going on around us. Otherwise, we continue being blind Batimos. We continue being sentimental people rolling from round and round and round for nothing. Here we say it as it is. We don't massage words for the word to sweeten your ear, sweet lies, so that you have hope. Here we don't give you fake hope. We make you realize the dangers we are in, so that you can rise up and do something, so that you can join IPOB in doing what we are doing. That is the reason why we are here. Not to massage you with an now. nah, things are getting better. No, nothing is going to be better. We have to make it to be better. It is we that have to make it to be better. It is a collective fight and nothing more. Are you hearing me? And that is how it is. As I've read the IPOB press release, I want to go and read, some news headlines. There is this news headline of today's news headline, the 12th March. Is a Sahara reporter. 6 Cameroonian professors, 4 others are deported from Nigeria in 2018 over alleged plot to destabilize Bolivia government. Seek House of Refs intervention. Yes. You know, Nigeria is an expert in rendition. No rule of law. A place where there is no rule of law. There is people don't respect the law. What people if you have the highest contact, that is either you have the money to buy justice, or you have the contacts to get to get the justice. There is no justice, no rule of law. It is what we call, it's a jungle, not even a zoo, where they can, once they see that you are nothing, you don't have the required contact, you are gone. You are gone. So it is now been reiterated that in 2008, Nigeria renditioned 6 Cameroonians and 4 others and deported them back to Cameroon, to their ancestor that is still on the chair. He's an ancestor, Paul Biya, an ancestor. He don't even know what is going on there. He's not living in Cameroon. He's living, I think, in Belgium or Switzerland. He's there. He's living. Just anything there. He don't even know what is happening around him. He's an ancestor. So these are people that they collaborate with Nigeria. For you to understand the mess we are in. Do you see, Nigeria as a country is colonial legacy personified. When you are talking about colonial legacy, just when you see I'm a Nigerian, know that you are a personification of continuous colonial legacy. That is who you are. Because without colonization from Europe, there will nothing like Nigeria. There will be nothing like Nigeria. The colonizers came and you are Nigerians, and they gave some people some advantages, benefits, in order to continue as prison warders over Nigeria. Do you see that? As prison warders, these people you call politicians in our land, in Nigeria, they are just like prison warders, holding everybody hostage for the master. Do you see that? And that is the truth. So when as our leader was renditioned from Kenya, that is how Nigeria is renditioning people from Nigeria. People that are fighting for freedom in Cameroon. That is it. We must continue. Therefore, it didn't start today. For you to understand that the colonial legacy is still ongoing. People that you call your government, this and it is government being imposed onto us by our colonial masters through what they call democracy. Is nonsense. Do you see that thing they call democracy? Is arrant nonsense. Just let us, like in Nigeria. In America they have a dual party system. Only two party system. You understand? Others that are not registered are independent. Independents. But you can vote and make decision under these 2 parties and nothing more. And that is where you get majority. But imagine in Nigeria they have different parties, more than 2 parties. Now, a country of 200 and something million, And you have a, according to records, they say 93 million registered voters in the last time, 2023. But do you know how many that voted? Tinubu won by only 8 million. Just continue listening. 8 million is majority in a democracy. Oh, Chineke, this we are dumb. Nigerians are dumb. Yeah, anyway, IPOB delivered us. We are not dumb again. Only 8 million. Percentage of 8 million to 93 million registered voters is negligible. Is highly negligible. But they decide, I'm talking according to the record. Let us go by their record. Now, 6 point something million voted for Atiku. Another 6 point something million voted for Obi, which is almost 14 million. But now they take 8 million over 14 million. And you call it democracy. We are majority rule. Don't you think that there is something fundamentally wrong? Have you thought about it? You know, a real democracy, plebiscite, should be two-party system, whereby even just two parties. Once you have majority, it is majority. It is double. Now, double, two things, one will be over another. But once you have 3, 4, 5, 6 parties, it's no more majority. There will be no majority there. How can you tell me that majority of millions is 8 million? The one other side have 6 million plus. The other one have almost 7 million. That is almost 14 million when you add two of them. Now 8 million is more than 14 million. Is there any brain in it? Do you see that you are Nigerians are dumb, completely dumb? Do you see that? Nigerians are completely dumb. When you come to government, when they say democracy, that is continuous colonial legacy. What they left and say, you must be like this. Every time they sent European Union election monitors, American election monitors, to come and teach or monitor whether we are doing in running of our life. Don't you think that there is something fundamentally wrong? No African Union personnel have been sent to monitor elections in France. You don't talk about it. And the worst is this. With all these things, you are still clamoring for equality, that you are equal to them, that you should be respected. That is what baffles me. That is why we are, here. I want to be touching you so that you start reasoning. Say, but all these things, it makes us lower in the reality. That we are facing reality. How can you running your life, a presidential candidate of your country, will first of all be invited to come to London, Chatham House, and they come number 10 Downing Street, they take photo, they are proud that they are meeting with their masters, and you are happy as an electorate. They are not governing London, they are not governing America, but they are invited, they are even fighting to go there to declare to them what they have for them. And you want these people to represent your interests. Are you not a dummy? Are you not a dummy? How many Indian presidential candidates have been invited? During an electioneering campaign, they go to Chatham House, they go to England, they go and take a photo with in number 10 Downing Street. How many? Do you see the difference? Why you are disrespected? Because your brain don't catch all these things. You don't reason about all these things. That look, this is why we are regarded as the lowest of the low in the world. Because they feel that we cannot govern ourselves. So they have to come and play allegiance to the masters, the colonial masters. And when they come, like Tembo is there now, you think he's representing you? You think he's representing you? People that they are not allowed, in order to use the brain power of the population, they are not allowed to make sure that people are, are given the sound education of productivity. No, they are not allowed. That's why they give you politics of palliative, giving you food. Oh, give them food. They share them. They will buy expired food. As Ukraine brought a grain, and they give to Nigeria. They take and they share it to people. They sell it in supermarkets at cheaper rate, and that is what they want you to be. Zombies and marjories. Because if you are productive now, how are they going? Where are they going to be putting their dustbin? From Europe, from America, from all over the world. They don't want them to promote productivity. Do you see the issue? Do you see the issue? One guy said why he ran away from Nigeria, because as he's producing, they are producing shoes, this and that. But Nigeria government, the same thing, in order to do against Igbos, they open doors for China, India, America to bring in their rubbish. Do you see that? To sell to people, and you become consumers. So it killed the local industries. When you are producing in Aba, producing handbags and shoes and wares, everything, now they open doors. Nigerian government will open door 100% to bring foreign goods. Something you are selling 1,000 naira, they will bring it and be selling it 300 naira. Oh, do you think that you are going to have customers again? Everybody will now leave production and go start importation. Do you see how they are dealing with us? They think they are only dealing with us, but they are dealing with everybody themselves. They are killing productivity in our land. They want you to import, continue importation, because they want to serve those people that put them into power. It is not you that vote. Your PVC is rubbish. It's just window display to confuse the world to showcase to the world that, they are democracy. You see, they are voting. Your PVC is as good as dead as Dodo. Are you hearing me? That is why once in power, they make sure that they, satisfy those people, the foreigners that put them there. Don't you see the revelations of Obi, former presidential candidate? Peter Obi. That as a candidate, he's being called all over the world to come and, tell them how he's going to represent their interests, so that they will sponsor, they will put money, they will put the advertisement, they will promote him in the media and launder his image and put him in power. He said, no, he wants to serve his country. They sideline him, say, okay, this one no sabi. And they put people where sabi. And don't you see what is happening? Don't you see what is happening? Instead of bringing, making sure that productivity is promoting productivity in our land. Now they kill it. They make sure they kill it. Bringing goods from all over. Those that sponsor them into power. They bring goods. They open doors and bring goods. But what is the first thing he did as he entered power? The whole, is it 40-something or 60-something items that we are banned from entering into being imported into Nigeria. He disbanded them and allowed them according to, and the IMF applauded him that this is a good economic policy. And today everybody is shouting about dollar. If you are producing, if Nigeria is a manufacturing country, what do you have to do with dollar? whether dollar fall, that is not your that will be not your problem, because you are producing. Even it will be to Nigeria's advantage, because the money, you are not taking out the money. After all, you go to you buy. You sell finish to Nigerians, you buy again inside the country. And the foreigners, it will draw foreigners to be coming, because goods will be cheaper. Foreigners, instead of buying something $100, any other place cannot buy that thing. They'll come and buy 2 items for $100. Whereas that same item in another place maybe is $300. Now it will be bringing people to come to Nigeria. But as Nigeria is not a producing country, that is why everybody shouted. You see that? Because you compare everything with dollar. Because you will be bringing in everything with you are using. Everything. You are not producing. Do you see the difference? Because their government is not allowed to make you productive. Instead, they allow you to be hoodwinked, to be scammed by religions. That everything, believe in God, everything will be okay. Like there's one news headline. Which day? Let me see. Prayer is the solution. Jigawa State Governor advocates amid hardship in the country. Governor say prayer is a solution. That is what they promote. They don't want you to understand that we as human beings, the population is the solution. If you are productive, if they teach you, if they make the policy of using your brain, if they promote, look at during elections, what do they promote? Who do the politicians use? Musicians, those that will come and people raise emotion. Actors, imams and pastors and reverend fathers, church clergy in general. People that condition your mindset. These are the people they use. You understand? And they promote them. Because they use a tool. These are tools for keeping you in abject penury. Only emotions, that is what they want. That is why they promote them. They allow them to thrive. Do you see them promoting engineers? Practical engineers, not academic engineers. No. Practical ones. Do you see them promoting them? The answer is no, because they know that these people are the real fabrics, fundamentals of nation building. They make people that are supposed to be queens and kings in Nigeria, they scorn them. Ordinary mechanic. You're ordinary mechanic. You don't know that this person you are calling ordinary mechanic, somebody that can fix your cars and motorbikes and all these things. They are the fabrics that build the society you are in. You call them ordinary mechanic because that is the situation you are in. The system you are in, scorn them. Brought them so low that they are nothing. Ordinary carpenter. Wow, look at ordinary carpenter. Because that is how the system made them. But in other places, they are the highest. They are those that are on top. Don't you know that? Ordinary farmer. You call it ordinary farmer. But these are people that are producing what you are eating every day. Do you see how Nigeria is killing humans? Promoting Nigeria is simply, it means destroying human lives. That is what it means. They promote people that are that contribute little or nothing to the society. The government of the day promotes them and allows them to thrive. Whereas they make people that are building, that should be, promoted as contributors of building an economy, they bring them down and you scorn them. You ordinary bricklayer. Without a bricklayer, you cannot live in a house. You don't know that. Without ordinary mechanic, you cannot drive your car. Do you see what it is? Without ordinary carpenter, all those forces, the things you are using in your house, you cannot use them. But you don't know, but you commonize them. Because that is what Nigeria made. That is what Nigeria, all here in Nigeria. Do you see how foolish Nigerians are? It is because of the legacy of colonialism. Continuous colonial legacy. It's Nigeria itself. They will never allow human resources to thrive. Never. They mock them. Once you come and start rapping, you are a musician. Hey, they promote you because during elections they will use you. People will start following you. Content creators. These are the people that are being respected. Content creators on social media who will come and start showing off his, now look at the house I built, I bought this house. And now, here on Radio Biafra, we want you to reason in another way so that you get different results. Once you start reasoning in another way, now you start behaving in another way. The way you reason, you will behave the way you reason. Are you hearing me? I've just tried to monitor. When you go to all this, like on social media, let me see social media that you see people that are following and people that are watching live programs. If you see all these scammers, they call men of dogs or dogs of men. Go to when they are alive, you see thousands of people watching them and claiming, amen, I tap from your blessing, Papa, Daddy. That is the way they have conditioned people in Nigeria. Is highly regrettable. Are you hearing me? But come to people that are teaching realities, that wants you to reason and act and become advanced, so that we be competing with Japan to face reality. No, people look at it and they cannot even comprehend. They are boring. They don't follow. Do you see how sad it is? It's very, very sad. When we talk about the colonial legacy, this is the result. Europe worked hard in Africa, and today they are reaping the outcome in our brains. The outcome, the way we are being governed, the way everything they are reaping. The suffering they suffered centuries back, coming to our land, fighting and being killed and perishing in the high seas. Others continue. Now they are reaping it today. That is a colonial legacy that they left. The government we are in, it is the type of government they want us to be. They push us, they condition us, and we are there. Every 4 years, they will send the European EU election monitoring teams. They'll come and because it is their standard we are using. We don't use our standard. Have you ever seen when Japan is having their elections? Now Europe will send the election monitors to Japan. No, I used to. This is practical. I want you. If we push you, we show you where to fall. Have you ever had Europe talking about the Japanese way of electing their officials, validating it that no, they are doing it is free and fair, or it is not free and fair? Although some people died, but it is who want them to comment on it? But in Africa, it's like that. What of in Saudi Arabia? That is a monarchy, or even monarchy, theocracy monarchy. Do you see where they go and one time that they want to enter into, say, Saudi Arabia, woman right, make Saudi want them, because they know that if they put their investments, the billions of America, so don't worry, you are doing it, continue. Anyhow you want to do, no wahala. We know. He said, don't interfere in our internal politics. It is our thing. It's only in Africa they will come and put shit everywhere. And we are happy about the worst is that we are happy about it. The worst part of it is that we are happy about it, defending it. That is why you are the richest of the earth. Black Africans, mostly Nigerians, the richest of the earth. That's why you are like that. Are you hearing me? That is why. Don't think far. that is the reason. They validate how you govern yourself. No, this is bad. Oh, this is they show. Oh, every black African, we are all babies. Nigerians are always babies. They don't know how to govern themselves. They don't know how to do, because they, the legacy of colonization is still there. It's living among them. They are in this called Nigeria. Because of their greed, their hatred. Look at how, imagine a country of like Nigeria, where we have sea bodies everywhere in Biafra land. The only place that has a sea is a Yoruba land and a Biafra land. That is how Nigeria is structured. Only. There is no other space. But they made sure, in order to block anything concerning our land, the railway line that was there in Biafra land, they removed them. Whereas they are building ultramodern in Lagos. They built Lagos to Kaduna, Lagos to Kano, Abuja, Lagos. They built Abuja to, Lagos to, what do they call it? Ibadan. Lagos to Ibadan. They completely forsook our side. And, they want us to be laughing with them and say, no, we're clapping, we accept everything. If we talk, they say, no, Igbos are, they are rebellious. Then tell me what we are enduring as Igbo people, as Biafrans. No other race can endure it. Are you hearing me? I used to give you this example of South Sudan. South Sudan fought war. The first war was 17 years. And it ended up in a negotiation on the negotiating table. I think in the early 80s, it ended up. They say, okay, no victor, no vanquished. Let the South Sudan have a little autonomy as they say, okay. And they drop their weapons for monitoring, for you to understand how consistent set of people behaves. Not like us in the one on your relax us now, nothing mega. As long now, let us live good life. Now live this world. Let us live good life. And good life is evading us for decades. That good life, you cannot live it until we do what is necessary from us. And that is what IPOB is championing. You understand? South Sudan still, they continue watching. They were at alert. The Janjaweeds started encroaching again, thinking that there are people that are encroaching in their lives and saying, South Sudan, can they go where they put their weapons and took it again? The another generation start after almost 10 years of peace. They say, no, instead of us living in this borrowed peace, no, it's better we continue war. And they fought the second war for another 22 years. Do you know what is 22 years? Can you be consistent? Our leaders say consistency. People don't understand what it means. Consistency. Not after 10 years, you corrupt. We want, wow. Mandela stayed 27 years. Only the rendition of our leader for 2 going to 3 years made people say they stop. You stop Biafra restoration. You stop fighting for Biafra. You stop contributing into IPOB. So that let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out. Now you restart. Do you see how stupid you are? You think like an animal, lesser than animal. So we will jettison. I will stop every Mazi form and we switch off Radio Biafra. And we will wait. We concentrate on if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out. Now we start where he stopped. Do you see how foolish you are? If people that merit freedom are talking, like South Sudan, when they come out, they will tell you with pride that we suffered for 39 years. You want to stop because they hold our leader. So let us stop. I'm confused. And why is it? You are not here. You are simply an idiot. If you think that only because of renditioning our leader, now we have to wait. Now wait, let him come out. Now we continue. You are not even worthy. You don't worthy to be free. You are not worthy. Mandela was there for 27 years. It's very easy in our mouth now because it's in history. It's something you don't know. Do you know what is 27 years? Things we are still happening outside. Do you know that? Without emotion. Yes, continue. My life, I'll sacrifice my life. But you now, being a very gullible person you are, you have to wait. I will not contribute again until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out. So, do you see how you have small sense? One little brain, you want to look at it. Just when you talk, when you reason it, think about it yourself. Are you not a laughing stock? So we stop what we are doing until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu potassium. The servant you give money to trade, you go carry it, bury it on the ground. Say, nah, let me wait. After everything, I'll carry it to give back my master. It's an example. It's in the Bible, isn't it? So I put as a man saying I'm the kind of quick and I can say, well, okay, on the okay. Hey, you don't contribute, eh? You stop contributing because you are waiting for me. I was inside and you stop. So when I come out, I will start from where I stop. Now, what makes you a human being? You are lower than an animal. Let me tell you. Let us tell ourselves the truth. The mentality many of us has is more idiotic than orangutan. I am telling you. So you want everything that we are doing to put on hold. Oh yeah, put it on hold. Pause. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out. If he come out, we continue. You are an idiot. You are simply an idiot. Go to ipob.org, www.ipob.org. Start today to be putting that your money. Contribute. That is what makes you a human being. The same way you are contributing before. Double it. In our PayPal is there. Don't think that the renditioning of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will make us to pause. You are simply in cloud cooker land. We have to continue and double our efforts. That is what makes us reason. So that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our actions and inactions is what will determine the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because he's there because of IPOB. Do you know that? Do you know that? Akaji Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Akaji Mandela for 27 years. Kai Manaya. It's not okay. It's not emotion that we will do it. We have to tell ourselves the truth. So once they say that we are progressing, Nigeria and Britain see that, look, these people are what? Do you know why they put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon? Isolated him so that they will disorient him. Do you know that? Do you think that Nigeria is stupid? Let me tell you, Nigerian government is when it comes to normal governance, they act stupidly. They embezzle money and they act as zombies in the Senate. But when it comes to real work, like maintaining the integrity of Nigeria, as they used to say, before God and man, you see them, they are powerful. Do you know why they keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incommunicado? Only to few people, so that they will disorient him, they will disillusion him. Ogazi Amahenaga. The people they allow, his siblings, they come, they talk about money. Oh, this person, oh, this. Now they want to make him a local figure, bring him down, so that Omazi Henaga. Do you see that? Because they know that if he's in Kuje prison, people will be visiting him. Everybody without any people would be visiting him and be telling him things, giving him the right picture of issues. Do you think that Nigeria government is stupid? Let us whether we want this freedom or we don't want it. It is not gotten out of sentiment. It is not something that, we shall pause, wait. Hey, we start talking and waiting only. Let Mazi cannot come out and continue. South Sudan, the first war lasted 17 years. And they paused in a negotiating table. And the second war lasted. They started the second one. And it lasted 22 years. That devastated every nook and cranny of their land. It makes them their citizens, their youth, their children become orphan everywhere in the world. You understand? It didn't deter them. That is consistency. You ask yourself, do you know why? Because they formed us in a religion that is, is not grounded in bravery. Do you hear me? Hear me again. We as Biafrans, we as a people, Igbo, right from beginning. But they came and mixed us up. I was here criers. I was here beggars. Oh, you beg God. Let us cry to God. Everything we cry to God, whether He will do it for us. That is something they put inside our head. Once we cry with emotion, we beg. Now everything will be okay. We are satisfied. God have had it. Before we are doers. Do you know what we are doers, not beggars. We are people that never fear. How will religion be turn into cowards? Hey, you cry. Think that is how once you do it inside you are satisfied that everything will be okay. No, until you act. You without action, whatever you are doing is you are just satisfying your emotions, nothing more. Are you hearing me? That is the reality. The bitter, very bitter reality we are in. It's a bitter one. That's why every time they are begging. They are begging. Look at the Fulani. Since 1804, they never stopped. Why? Tell me, why wouldn't they get what they want? Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? Why wouldn't, do you know 1804? It's, I think 1904 is 100 years. 2004 is 200 years. 220 years. The Fulani, they have consistently been consistent in pursuing their goal. Started by Ottoman Danfodio in 1804. If it is you say, now leave that one, now don't go. We are in a modern world. Leave, I beg. Do not. But they continue. Do you know one of the main reasons they are doing that? Because of the religion they are in. The religion they are in, at least, it promotes fighting. Fighting for something. Physical fight, not spirit. They don't believe in about a spiritual fight. No, physical. I played the clip of how the Fulani henchmen, how they are, destroying farm products in our land. They cause problem. You understand? Because they are in a religion that makes them believe that you have to fight to get what you want. Physical fight. Don't stay there crying to Allah that Allah will. No. Once it comes to grabbing your physical land, you have to get it by fighting. It's not by prayer. No. And that is what has kept them. Imagine that Fulanis are Christians. Do you think that they will continue? By now they have said, no. God say don't have to cause problem. God say, your enemies, even if they pray for them. God, that is, I want you to reason. I want you to reason. Are you hearing me? But what keeps them, the main thing is because of the religion they are in. It promotes the physical. If they after, don't you see riots in the north? Most of them starts on Friday. After prayer, they come out. They become motivated to fight physical. Once they shout Allah Akbar, finish. Born everywhere. They don't care whether they die because it's a religion that promotes that physical fight. But your own is observe and kneel down and pray to them for them that God will change their mind. I know how can I explain it? It makes you now, it becomes your part of life. They change our nomenclature. We become beggars. We become appeasers. People that always lamentation. We lament and cry. God, come and do it for me. Oh, hey, God, do it now. Now, hey, I now say now, but whereas people are doing the physical fight, they are fighting since 1804. When it comes to anything, they support themselves. In our own thing, the religion, where they say, are you choosing? No, we're on your happy. He's Catholic. No. Divide us into pieces, piecemeal by piecemeal. They are on, they don't care. So in Akwala, do you think that we are making sense? Do you think that we are making sense or we are not making sense? It's up to you to reason. Are you hearing me? It's up to you to reason like a human being. That is why we are on absorbing end. Don't you see good luck, Jonathan? When you enter power, he tries to satisfy them. No, pray for your enemies. So you have to satisfy to bring them back. You know how to bring God to say in the Bible, you have to satisfy them, prove to them that you are a Christian so that they will come and glorify your God and change. He built Almajiri school for them. The whole 4 years he was elected, he used it to appease. They told him, no, buy their hearts. So is the hearts of northern, southerners, mostly your land. Biafrans, Igbo people, they are your natural allies. You are from there, so no need of. You cannot buy their hearts because anything, whether you do for them anything or not, they will naturally, this thing we believe, they will naturally be at your back. So these people that are opposing you, prove to them that you love them. Bible says, love your enemies. So he started building Almajiri school in order to prove to them that he's good, that he loves his enemies. No matter you people, they attacked his campaign, so get them. You love your enemies. It's in the Bible. And he tried to fulfill it. But so that in the second time, now they will come to you, you have bought them. Your actions have won them. That is how it is being said in the Bible. Be good to your enemies. Those that want to kill you, show them love. Religion. In the midst, you can never have a sheep in the midst of a lion. It's impossible. The lions will be devoured until these people, sheep, so lambs turn into lion. Now they will defend themselves. That is what is going on in Nigeria. Look at, let me read again for you. Look. Let me, where do I put this? Provide land for grazing to reduce farmers' herders clash. Chinedu said, tell state governors. Because they are the dominant species. It's today's news headline, March 12, 2024. He said, me and President Obo provide grazing land to reduce farmers' herders clash. They are maintaining farmers' herders clash. That false mantra narrative they have put there. The president He's still maintaining it because he wants to save himself there. He have to be there. You understand? Instead of saying now, but these are headers, they Fulani cattle headers. They come to your land and they destroy your farm produce and kill you. Now they call it farmers headers clash. They say provide land for them. Do you see how dominant species thrive? This world is a survival of the fittest. The Fulani, they have proven that they are on top. You, what do you have? Lamentation. Agon Sam, Agon Cow, Book of Lamentation. If not in the Bible, Lamentation. Let us read the Book of Lamentation. We lament. Ewo Chineke, ewo biazopotomoge. You are just talking to yourself. Let me tell you. You have to. Fulani, they are human beings like you. They put on the politics that is helping them. They put on the state, the physical power that is helping them. They put on everything they are ready. Since 1840 today. Oh, you now, any slightest thing you don't, he said, now leave this thing, let us, go. You want life, you are losing it. Do we have life? Do we have life, for goodness sake? Tinubu said, provide land for grazing to reduce farmers' headers clash. That is what he tells governors. And in Enugu, they are trying to do it. But they are making a hell of mistake. You see Logba. How Joseph Carlo, how we try to appease, because we are appeasers. We are. Imagine, let me tell you. Have you seen in a country whereby in a country of mostly Muslims, and later the percentage of Christians even rose up for physical fight to say no, they are marginalizing us, they rise up. Now, check around the world. Have you ever seen any such thing, please? Have you ever seen any such thing? Christians are being programmed to live any type of life they find themselves. No complaint. No Jehovah Beze. No complaint. No, God will give us. And you continue being subjugated. But look at anywhere when even 10% Muslims in the midst of what they will be fighting until they become majority. Do you know that before? Even in the 60s. Do you know that normally Muslims were less than 30 something percent in Nigeria population in 1960, even almost 30% to Christians and other traditional religion. That is the rest, 70%. Do you know that? No, you make research. You don't know now. Do you know that many states in the north, even before, we are not Muslims? Nasarawa you are seeing today, they were never Muslims. Kaduna you are seeing today, they were never Muslims. Do you know that? But why have demography changed? Because of their physical ability to fight. Christians say, very cheap. I see us as that is the religion, European religion, they used to catch us as very cheap. Very cheap. You can buy a Christian with a peanut. Everything is a miracle. Look at the Christian Association of Nigeria. Look at them. Look at when Chinedu was campaigning. Look at do people talk about the fake bishops and pastors they gather? Try it in Islam now. That is how people know. That is how it's supposed to be. But echo dry in a bottle. Okay, accept every condition. No, we shouldn't. IPOB said no, we shouldn't. Chinedu now is soliciting for grazing land to reduce farmers and headers clash. That is how they do. Fulani, that is how they go. They will come, they are causing artificial famine in everywhere, causing wahala everywhere, problems. So that you start saying they are the people that will be giving you the suggestion. They are represented. They are working as a war group. Their politicians are there. telling you now, I know the problem. Why? Just give them land now. Do you remember when Femi Adesina said, it's better people give them land, otherwise you will still die and they will still take the land. Do you remember? It's still the same thing they are maintaining. The same policy. Very outspoken, and they are doing the doings. They are doing the doings. How do they end up being on top? That is what you have to make research. That is what is consistency since 1804 to date. They are going everywhere, causing a small little percentage. People that are not up to 2.5% of Nigerian population per se, but they are on top. Don't you see that there is something to learn? Don't you see? Whereas others I know living good life or liking to live good life, we are certain best setters economically, may build everywhere. They are busy taking over power, authorities. You have economic power, but they have authority to make you, to either allow that your economic power or not. The authority is in their hand. That's why Chinedu is saying this. So, boy, this thing don't big pass me. We're gonna give them land to avoid the problem. And once you give them any land for grazing, there becomes a launching pad. The authority is in their hand. That's why Chinedu is saying this. So, boy, this thing don't big pass me. We're gonna give them land to avoid the problem. And once you give them any land for grazing, there becomes a launching pad now. Something that has never happened. That Kaduna is Muslim governor and vice governor. Even Nigeria as a whole is good. He can now clap for himself. They did it, and it will continue till more than 20 years. Now, please, where are you? Didn't they buy all of you with money? They give you, money and give you, benefits so that you'll be where you are, that the Jews will be parking their private jets. They will not be paying. Don't you see that? For them to get what they want. Once they get what they want, now they put everybody in their position. Their Fulani headsmen till tomorrow is not welcome in Biafra land. Without being Nigeria, do we know them? Without being in Nigeria, are we going to be having this type of problem? Because we be a nation of ourselves. Do you see them going to Ghana and say, Fulani, come and headsmen? One time, do you remember when they give order? The Ghanaian president, he said, any cow you see on the street, just slaughter it and use it to do pepper soup. The whole community. Do you see them going there? Even Fulani, they don't give them, even if you want, let your grandfather be the person that migrated to Ghana since 100 years back. They don't give you citizenship. Still today is their policy, because they understand these people, they know them. The only people that are stupid in the whole West Africa are the indigenous people in Nigeria. I am saying this and I continue repeating it. And that is why Fulani, they see Nigeria as their promised land, where Allah has given to them. Because the people there are sleeping, they are stupid. What they cannot do in any other place, in any other Sahel, any other country in Africa, they say, Nigeria is our place. So. Because the people there are stupid. Give them little coins, little money. Finish. They betray even their mother. They sell their mother. That is it. Give them little money or political position. Hey, finish. That is the only place they find people of this demeaning character. I call it very shameful character. Is it not how they take over Middle Belt? Is it not how they take over Middle Belt today? They will raise one person and use him, give him money, give him political position. Now he will be supporting the Fulani. Before you know, they take over. Another community, the same thing. Before you know, they are on top everywhere. But they cannot do it in our land. because we are alive. IPOB is making everybody alive today. Oh, give them land. Where did they come from? Where were they? How can you tell people, oh, give them land? Which land you are going to give them? Now look at with audacity. With audacity, let me see. Sheikh Gumi, March 12 also, today's news headline. He said, I am ready to lead the dialogue. Sheikh Gumi offers to meet terrorists who kidnapped 287 pupils in Kaduna. Ask yourself, why is it that this man is representing the Fulani terrorists? Always he's their front, but he's untouchable. Go and touch him now. But they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he's trying to separate Nigeria. He's doing that. He's broadcasting on Radio Biafra. But look at somebody that is there with them. Can you see any southern person or personnel, any southern politician rising up, calling for his head? Can you see? Have you ever had it? They are talking with audacity because they know that they are in charge. He is going to meet terrorists, those that kidnap people every day in the north, and they are asking for trillions. He is their face. He will tell them, make on now hold these people. This is a gateway to get money. We must force them. The terrorist is with you. After all, Garba Shehu, Adamu Garba, he said in another news headline, February 28, 2021, he said at that time that Boko Haram bandits are northern freedom fighters. Since 2021, he said it. With audacity. What are you going to do? And we are in one Nigeria, aren't we? We are in one Nigeria. Sometimes I start questioning, how do we find ourselves in this mess? And my mind go back to Azikiwe, because I will never ask this question without coming to Azikiwe. How he messed us up because of his greed. Do you see the reason why they killed Mahatma Gandhi in India? The great Mahatma Gandhi. No emotion. Mahatma Gandhi that fought everything. He went to jail. He suffered different things in order to free India from colonial grip, physical independence. For your information, 1 year after independence of India, in 1948, he was shot and killed. I have said it here several times. I will continue reminding you. Because our people are highly emotional. Because the man that killed him, he said, I have tried to kill this man 3 times. To no avail. He's not killing him. He didn't kill him because he hates the man. No. But he said because the man is too popular, that his personal interest. Now people are going to use emotion in order to overlook the direction India should follow. Because Mahatma Gandhi have been clamoring for one India. Oh, I fought for one India, not for Pakistan to come out of India. So they said, this man, you have done your job. Oh. India is not for only you. India is for all of us. We have to take our responsibilities as people. These are people that reason, not with emotion. The man planned. He said, yes, I know if all these things is, the man said it in court. Because they caught the man. They caught him, without anything. He said, yes, I did this to save India future. Because the way this man is going, he is too big. And now his emotion, his personal feeling, the way he go, is uncontrollable. So people can use emotion to support him to destroy India's future. So I have to kill him. Even if I destroy him, I kill him myself, I know that I'm gone. Me and my family, we will be hated by Indians, but in the future they will thank me. And is it not what happened? He said Mahatma Gandhi was preaching too much peace. Oh, if they slap you here, touch, don't worry, we are peaceful people. He say, Hindu, if we don't take time, Hindus will become servants, slaves in the face of Muslims. That any violent aggressor needs violent self-defense. This man's too much peace is too much. He will make us become docile because of the love we have for him. Anything he talk, we take it. And now people he will put us in a state whereby we can no longer defend, whereas we have neighbors that are violent. Do you see that? Does that not make reason? Does that not make sense? Just tell me, does that not make? That's why he shoot him. He said, yes, by killing this man, I will be devastated. I will lose my life, but I don't care. But it's good for me, I lose my life and save India. And today, what he said, what he did is right. Because had it been the left Mahatma Gandhi, he will try to find a way to join India with Pakistan. So even if they are living like through federalism, so that because he fought for, how can he fight this fight for all India? Now India divide. No. And the colonial masters, they love it. That's why they were giving him even protection. The person that killed this Mahatma Gandhi, do you know who caught him? Who caught him? Onye Jidreya, American Vice Consul that time. Do you see that? They love it. Politics is so sophisticated. Only if people are at alert, now they can be checkmating anything. Don't you know that? Don't you know that? The same way today, kind of family. Some people use sentiment. Oh, anything they do is nice. Is kind of family. After all, they are his brothers. You use emotion to follow them, whereas we are restoring a nation. Do you know what is a nation? Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means? When you look at some people have used emotion to be supporting Kano. Hey, what is his name? Kanonta. Nah, leave him now. He's right. After all, he's his brother. So I because nepotism. No, he's a brother in IPOB. Now we no need now. Why copy everyone in Nigeria? Because that is what is happening in Nigeria. Oh, he's a brother now. No, his family, blood is thicker than water. If that's the case, can I have everything? Because that is what is playing in Nigeria, for goodness sake. That is why I used to say, let us remove emotion in this struggle, otherwise we are going nowhere. We are going nowhere with emotion. That is it. We must continue. Gumi said, I'm ready to lead the dialogue to meet terrorists that kidnap them. Once they do, but do you see Nigerian army invading them? Do you see where the opponent has said no? But look at in our land. Every time, every kind of how in our land. Don't you see even our politicians? Our politicians, many of them support them against us. You see that? But this person, he said, Gumi, he have been there talking, doing anything he wants. He meets the terrorists with armed to the teeth. He meet them and come and start telling you, no, they are not the problem. Nigeria is the problem because Nigerian government is dealing with them. So he take a photo with them, take a video with them, and the people applaud him. Don't you see that there is something terribly wrong? Don't you see that? That is what Britain wants us to be. Do you know that British plan, for your information, the colonizers' plan is to make Nigeria a homogeneous country for controllability. And homogeneous means giving it direct to the hands of the Fulani, so that they Fulanize everybody. Now, Fulani will be on top of everybody, and Britain now will be controlling Fulani, and Fulani will be controlling us. Everybody. Don't you see that? That is, we reveal to you things that are the reality. The reality. Not emotion. No, we give you fake hope. Hey, no, now leave it. It's God. No, it's not God. It's we. We that can do it. Without us doing it, no God will do it for us. No, nobody, no God will do it for us. Any person that is telling you that it's God that will do, tell that person, nah, I won't want you happen here. It's we that can do it for us. If we pause now, some people that say no, until Mazi they cannot come out. That is when I will start donating. That is why I said contributing. But they are the people that will continue praying. They will pray for Mazi they cannot to come out. Your effort, you are just deceiving yourself until you start doing something. Are you hearing me? It's only us that can do it by ourselves. Are you hearing me? That is the truth. It's only us that can do it for ourselves. And lastly, let me read this news headline. It's very, very funny. It said, court strikes out a suit seeking to compel exit of Igbo from Nigeria. You know, they put this in, I think, since 2021, if I'm not mistaken. This today's a news headline. Nigeria court strikes out suit seeking to compel exit of Igbo from Nigeria. In a country whereby people hate themselves to the extent that if they see Igbo try our progress, they will go and our progress is Nigeria progress. Look at our music industry. Let me just look at me. Who raised Nigeria music industry? For your information, to become worldwide. The same people that they are trying to quench. Is it not? Okay, do they talk about the Igbo music industry or Igbo? No. It's maybe Nollywood, who brought Nollywood, raise it up to international standard. The same Igbos, they are trying to again. And now, you know, they are, once we raise things up, now we become Nigeria. Who brought African Nations Cup? How many times? 3 times to Nigeria. The same people they hate. That's why I continue campaigning. Nigeria sports, mostly football, must be quota system. Let us continue propagating this so that it reaches their ear. It must continue being quota system like other jobs. We don't want to see Igbo people mostly Igbo people in Nigerian football. No, remove them. We'll put every state or put as you say, North has more land mass. In the 23 players, let 18 out of that 23 become Northerners. Now let 2 from Igbo, 2 from Yoruba, or 3 from Yoruba, 2 from Igbo. Let us see whether Nigeria will ever qualify for anything. But you are clapping, you are good when you see culture dribble and give Kanu Wanko. Kanu Wanko give Amokachi give Ikpeba score the goal. The same people. But when it comes to other things, we are not good. They call a quota system. Aren't you supposed to be ashamed of yourself? Why not push us out of Nigeria? No, they struck out it said Justice Inyang Edem Eko of the Federal High Court in Abuja has struck out a suit instituted by a coalition of northern groups seeking the exit of Igbos in the southeast out of Nigeria. You know, when they talk about Igbo, there is something we have to always notice. If a Yoruba man talk about Igbos, he must put that division. He must put South or Niger Delta to make sure for the listeners or for the readers to know that no, these people are not the same. Do you see? This is psychological. They made it becomes their mantra. Are you hearing me? So that any reader, anytime it will go to that your subconscious and strike. Oh, these are not the same people. They have Niger Delta there. They have South there. And they have Igbos in southeast only. Now here they only put south. They made sure they don't say east. But Igbos, if it comes to Igbo, I'm talking of Igbo. Igbos are in 13 states in that zoo called I'm not saying migrated, no. As indigenous. 6 south, so-called south states, 5 southeast states, and that is how many? 11. Now, in Benue, 12. And in Kogi, Igbos are the indigenous there. But they don't tell you this. They will always make sure that once they write them, do you see how they want to continue diminishing this Igbo? To a time we come, if this thing continues, we become minority. They will not be relegating us to minority. They will do you see that little by little, if you Google the major tribes in Nigeria, they are including Fulani. Do you know that? How many people observe this? You know, we have Igbo academics, we have Biafran academics, but they don't think and reason through in this way. Go and Google the major tribes in Nigeria. You see, sometimes they squeeze the Fulani. Before you know, they will be removing Igbo little by little. In the next 50 years, if Nigeria continues, you become minority. They will tell you, no, they will count you have Igbos in minority in northern Igbos. They are minority now. You have Kaduna Igbos. You have Lagosian Igbos. They are minority everywhere. So, let me tell you, there is a grand, demonic job that they are doing against us. But we are busy trading. I be busy now, only. I'm not saying that they pay God in job, but we have to protect ourselves, our community, our race. Otherwise, we go into extinct. How do we do that? People think that is they will kill all of us. No, we become absorbed as a piecemeal. Like now, Igbos are minority in. Do you hear their voice as Igbos in Benue? But they have Igbo communities speaking Igbo. They target them, they kill them. Oh, Hanez and Igbo don't care that they are there. Do you see that? They now absorb. There are people that they will tell you is in Igbo na Niger State. Now Wagwarada. Before you know, they start forming a community. Now they become minority there. You become minority in here. You become no. As our lives are now, no person agrees for other. That is why anytime they talk, look at how they seeking the exit of Igbos in the southeast or out of Nigeria. And you ask them, is it only the southeast that we have Igbos as indigenous people? What about Igbos in Iguacha? I'm not talking about Igbos that are migrated there. No. Indigenous people. What about in Cross River? What about in Benue? In Kogi? In Bayelsa? In every other southeast to Kogi and Benue? What about them? No, you don't know. Do you see the division? And the thing have entered into many of our people's mindsets. And this is one of the heinous sins of Ohanes and Igbo, allowing us to be stifled and diminished into southeast. They start calling, once they talk about Igbo, they say Igbo states, 5 southeast states. And it's in the mindset of some people. It becomes in the mind. People don't know that Iguacha is Igbo. People don't know that. Some people don't know. We are happy that people are doing that. That there is revival, self-consciousness that is going on through different channels. We are happy for that. But we should rise up consciously in order to defend ourselves, our race, or we perish. Because Britain don't want us alive. They want us to be absorbed as insignificant. To become insignificant. Great Igbo race, great Biafrans will become insignificant. Are you hearing me? That is what they want. So that when you talk, they relegate. I could remember some years before IPOB. There was one video from BBC where they were mocking. I think it's a British Biafra League something by, what is this name of the lawyer? Chineke. The way they mocked us. They say, look at, they go, because I think there were about 6 or 7 people in a bacha, in a thatched house inside the bush. Led by that Kezia had this man, this Biafra League, something, that was arrested. Where they arrested them, he's a lawyer. Where they arrested them, removing their shirts, everything. So that time, Britain, BBC showed not even photo, the video, say Biafra is still alive in the hearts of Igbos. Look at the Biafra, the agitators. They showed, I will never forget that thing. I said, Chineke, how are these people? What I'm telling you is before the coming of IPOB. They mock us. Now look at the people agitated. Look at where they, look at how many they are. Look at. That is what they want, to make us insignificant. So that when you see dog, they relegate you. Are you going to allow that? Are you going to continue saying, no, the rendition of our Mazi, we have to wait until they come out? You are not here. You need to rise up and continue doing what you are doing. That is it. We should disallow the continuous colonial legacy in our land, and that is Nigeria. That is Nigeria. Where they put lions and zebra together. Do you think that it can work? It can never work. When you put lion, zebra, deer, the lion will tear apart all those zebras. Don't you know that? That is how they put us, so that they can make sure to colonize everybody, so that I and Rosie are slaves to Fulani, and Fulani is being controlled by Britain. But we say no to that. That is where I'm going to stop for today. We go into a few minutes break, so that when I come back, I will open the lines, so that people will start calling in as usual. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
My name is Mahdi Shehu.
Saint Patrick's Day. 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 Saint Patrick's Day.
Wow! Another St. Patrick Day is here for IPOB Island.
Biafran community in Ireland, under the leadership of Mazi Kano, hereby invites all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom in Ireland and around the world,
as we join the Irish people worldwide to celebrate the yearly St. Patrick's Day parade in County Limerick, Ireland.
Date: Sunday, 17th March 2024.
Time:
12 noon.
Venue:
Limerick City Center. IPOB Dublin Zone Assembly Point. Red Cow Tram Station. Off Junction 9, M50/N7 exit. Gathering time 8 a.m. prompt. Departure time 9 a.m. prompt. Host
IPOB Limerick. For more information, please contact
Mazi Benjamin Anyanwu 089-249-0835. Coordinator.
Gathering Point, St. Patrick Event IPOB location number 33. Join us live here on Facebook.
Mazi Isaiah Oba, IPOB Deputy European Representative 089 264-8931. Mazi Charles Mba, IPOB Island National Coordinator.
085-1434-454.
IPOB PRO, Mazi Charles Ibebubu. 087-746-3304.
IPOB Limerick Coordinator Mazi Chochi Cosmas and Ben Anyawa. 089-249-0835 or 089-960-1378.
Mazi CJ Duru, IPOP Dublin Coordinator. 089-959-1330. COP Coordinator Mazi Peter Ewuzie Ezudo. 085-284-2767.
IPOB Waterford Coordinator Mazi Philip. 087-1659-162. IPOB Donda Coordinator Mazi Chinedu Duru. 087-275-6267.
IPOB Carry Coordinator Mazi Ugochukwu Keke Iheme. 089-955-8999. Come one, come all. Let's keep Biafra alive. Signed, Mazi Stephen Chukwuemeka, IPOB Island National Secretary. 085-868-3440.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alu Province of Biafra. From Alu Province of Biafra. Therefore, our lines are now open, but do not forget that on come Saturday, Mazi China Sanwo will be on this hallowed platform in a question and answer series, interactive session, please. Question and answer series. Please do not miss that occasion or that program as usual. And because of that, I will defer my Saturday religious program or religious discussions to the following day, being Sunday. Please note it down. On Sunday, I will host it as I did the other time. Please. Because of the program on Saturday, now I will refer or defer it to Sunday. Our lines are now opened. Our direct line is as usual +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. If you are calling on Signal, you send, I restarted or I rebooked the Signal, which means the whole thing became blank. So you have to call. If I never accept your request, I will see it and accept it before you can talk or call so that I can pick. Caller on WhatsApp, you have been there for going to 4 minutes. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
All right, so good evening from here.
There we go.
Many formerly known as Marcel Okeke. Mazi, I thank you for your rendition. And because of this, your lectures in Radio Biafra, that was why Nigeria government tell Ibrahim to attack Radio Biafra. You understand? But they have failed anyway. They have failed because in this radio is where we worship. It's not this radio. You understand? So I thank you, Mazi, for your rendition today. You have touched so many areas affecting us as a people. One thing our people must deal with is emotion. I continue saying it, repeating it. I say it wherever I find it can stop me from this agitation. Because without IPB struggle for to restore Biafra, I'm gone as a human being. Because I come with my eyes seeing the intimidation of Nigeria. I hate intimidation. I can't withstand it as a human life. That's why whenever I go, I have not been intimidated. Anywhere I go, people used to know me very well because there is nothing they can do in this house to intimidate me. Instead of both of it doesn't matter how strong, how tall you are, you will go down. So you breathe, I breathe. So no human being can come and try to change the narrative. You cannot stop us. We continue moving because we are not. I come because of Biafra, not because of any human being. What brings me in this struggle is freedom for Ndi Igbo, not freedom, not because of anybody. So this struggle we must continue. And another, Elomas, can you still hear me?
The whole world is hearing you, not only me. Go on, please.
Mazi, please. Any difference on how agreeable our people are, always and put us in the front because we are doing what no Igbo organization have ever done. We are the eyes of the Igbos. Even I don't know how to put this IPOB we see. Nobody can stop us. We are unstoppable. So continue to promote IPOB because we are not stopping. Nobody can because of we cannot stop because our leader is in detention. No, not even their siblings of nobody can stop us. We have come because of Biafran restoration and to restore Igbos from hundred years of exploitation, marginalization from Western world, not even Nigeria. So we must continue this struggle no matter what happens, Mazi. Please, you have to continue promoting IPOB because IPOB is doing wonderful. And the IPOB, we must continue. Nothing can stop us. Let me give you others chance to talk, Mazi. Thank you for giving from here.
There were Mazi. Thank you very much. Very concise. That is it. How can we stop? Are we foolish? Do you think that we are stupid? Only stupid people that no, only if Mazinam they can come out because now I want to assume here now let Mazi come out so that we start from there. So if all of us do that, just I in our break up in your radio Biafra onye ọ na-aga na-ehi ụra. Now that Mazinam the can na-asị ka ọ pụta anyị hụzi ụtọ ọ ga-esi apụta. Ya pụtazie ya kelee gị sị nna ị gbalịkwara so ọnụ kwụsịrị waiting for me. Oh, you people are good. Oh, you are not contributing, eh? You are no more supporting IPOB. Now you did well, oh. You are waiting for me to come out. Now when I come out, you start. Okay. You are not as a good person, as a, oh, you are not contributing, eh? You are no more supporting IPOB. Now you did well, oh. You are waiting for me to come out. Now when I come out, you start. Okay. You are not as a good person, as a, very, very foolish. That you are no more supporting IPOB. Now you did well, oh. You are waiting for me to come out. Okay. You are not as a good person, as a, very, very foolish. That you are no more supporting IPOB. Now you did well, oh. You are waiting for me to come out. Now when I come out, you start. Okay. You are not as a good person, as a, very, very foolish. That to come out. Now when I come out, you start. Okay. You are not as a good person, as a, very, very foolish. That is very foolish. That is very foolish. That is very foolish. That let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Prayer is the solution. Jigawa State Governor advocates amid hardship in the country. Governor say prayer is a solution. That is what they promote. They don't want you to understand that we as human beings, the population is the solution. If you are productive, if they teach you, if they make the policy of, using your brain, if they promote, look at during elections, what do they promote? Who do the politicians use? Musicians, those that will come and people release emotion, actors, imams and pastors and reverend fathers, church clergy in general. People that condition your mindset. These are the people they use. You understand? And they promote them. Because they use a tool. These are tools for keeping you in abject penury. Only emotions, that is what they want. That is why they promote them. They allow them to thrive. Do you see them promoting engineers? Practical engineers, not academic engineers. No, practical ones. Any statement? Either contribution? Let's see. Let me see. I put on our is now green, but let me start hearing my voice from the IPOB community radio before. Yes, yes, yes. It's okay now. It's okay. Now, caller on WhatsApp, please go on as the thing is back. Mazi, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you, Mas Jonathan.
There, Mazi. Thank you for holding on for 5 minutes plus. Go on, please.
Okay. My name is Chukwemanu. I'm speaking from my location. Thank you once again, Mas Jonathan, as always. I greet my leader, and our leader, Mas Nnamdi Kanu, the man who set up this platform to expose so many people that was hidden under the roof of heaven. I greet you once again. Yes, I want to start today about the Azikiwe, because so many times I start to think, to reason. I come to understand that in Igbo land, Igbo na-asị na-achị ilu asị na na-atọ ozu ụta na ụta dịrị ozu. That means na mgbe mmadụ nwụrụ
ya nwe ihe onye ahụ mere mgbe ọ nọ ndụ ya wuru mistake na agaghị aga ịta ya ụta maka na ọ nwụọla. So ọ bụzi ndị ahụ nọ ndụ ga-elezi anya na mistake ahụ onye ahụ nwụrụ mere emezie ya maka ọdịnihu ndị na-abịa. So let's assume Nnamdi Azikiwe wepụta machi azụ na Nnamdi Azikiwe hụ ihe mere na ihe na-eme ugbu a, ọ ga-regret mistake ndị o mere mgbe ọ nọrọ. Ọ ga-regret, ọ ga-ebe akwa ihe o mere. But ihe na-atọ m ụjọ, ihe na-ewute m bụ ndị a nọ ndụ like Peter Obi example na ndị Igbo ndị ọzọ dị iche iche kwesịrị isi n'ihe mere ihe Azikiwe mezie ụzọ ha ka tribe ha ghara ịsọfa ihe a na-asọfa ugbu a. Ha emezie ntị ha ka ha na-anụ ihe, ka ha na-aghọta ihe, which is very very bad. Ihe ndị ọcha ji wuru ndị ọcha wụ ndị ọcha na-aga na history ya nwee mistake ndị nwụrụ anwụ ma ancestors whoever mere, ndị nọ ndụ ahụ emezie ya maka ọdịnihu. Maka na ihe gbasara this life is just soldier go and soldier come. Ndị ahụ nọ bịara ahụ mistake ndị nwụrụ anwụ mere emezie ya ma ndị na-abịa. But ọ dị ụtọ ahụ na taa. So oge ụfọdụ atagide Azikiwe ụta ka hapụ ya. Ndị a ga-ata ụta karịa ndị ahụ hụ mistake ahụ emere hụ that na ụzọ adịghịrị Naijiria, ụzọ adịghịrị onye ọbụla siri onwe ya hụ Naijiria. Ihe na-eme na Naijiria ugbu a ka wụ mmalite ihe mgbu, nsogbu ka nsogbu na-abịa na Naijiria, ma ndị nwere sayensị na-eche echiche at extent. But na ndị nzuzu ha ga na-eche na 2-3 years 100 years na Nigeria ya adị mma. Ha amaghị na ihe nsogbu Nigeria ka just malite amalite. Ka m detakwa nke ahụ ebe ahụ. Let me go to Gumi, the statement according to what you read this year. Gumi is part of a terrorist government in Nigeria. He is involved in that kidnapping, and they kidnap those children for a purpose. The kidnappers have claiming 47 trillion, not million, 47 trillion, and 11 kilos of that, and 150 motorcycle. Gumi is involved in that arrangement, together with the Fulanis in Nigeria. But who will ask him questions, since he is the head of the terrorists in Nigeria? Who will ask him questions? Who have mouth to say anything? Even the so-called Chinedu as a president. Chinedu, did he have mouth to ask to say anything? He cannot say anything. It's only IPOB and then Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria have power to exercise their power and all of that. So it is a pity that we find ourselves in a situation of that place we call Nigeria. And the Fulanis, they bring them and the Europeans and all of them are inside the Fulanis, using the Fulanis to hold the whole Africa down. That is why our leaders said that Nigeria is a cancer to Africa. If we cut Nigeria head off, Africa will see the light, and that is correct. They use Nigeria, they use Fulanis to make sure Africa remains slave forever. If you see what is going on in Nigeria, you will be crying every day. Nothing is good in Nigeria. If you go to the side of religion, that's the worst. The side of the religion is the worst. Christianity in particular. If you go to every home in the village, there's no peace because of religion. Each compound, you will see more than 3-4 religions inside the compound. And that is how the whole place become enemy to each other. If you go to township, each plot, each maybe 3 decades or 4 decades, you will see more than 4 or 5 churches in different churches. Different churches. Because the Fulani saw what is coming. They allow the Christianity to be, they continue registering different churches. It's almost going to family. A lot in each family will have their own church in Nigeria. And thereby, there is nothing like communication, friendly or anything that they can come together and ask questions of what is happening in Nigeria. For example, see what they call CAN. What you call CAN is another political wing of, they are using Christians to claim that they are working for God. Why they are there to hold people into forever slave. Everything about Nigeria is hell on earth. This thing you call religion, both Muslim and Christianity, is just to hold people into forever slave. It's not that they are going to heaven. There's nothing like a heaven. Heaven is here on earth. Heaven is America here. Heaven is Europe, China. If you put your country to be good for your people, that's all. But they use this religion to make sure Africa remains slave. Thinking that they are going to heaven when they die. They think that suffering is what God made for them on earth, that they are going to heaven, where they build a house with gold and all of that. It is a pity that up to today, some people cannot think as a human. After hearing the radio Biafra from our Kano, they continue to be working like idiots. Anybody that is saying that until when our leader come out that he will contribute to this movement is nothing but animal. You think that you are doing this thing for any other? You are doing it for yourself. You are doing it because you marry a wife, you born children. If you fail to do what we are doing, sorry is their name. I have to greet our Chinedu and Chinedu and OEOS, those people who are human beings. Because they are the only human being, the IPOB is the only human being that left in Nigeria. Chukwukadiyama will be your strength. Thank you and God bless you.
There were almost a Biafra. There were. Thank you very much. Caller on signal. Mazi, can you hear me? Caller on signal. Caller on signal.
Yes, Jonathan. Good evening, sir.
There were Mazi. Go on, please. Welcome to the.
I hope I'm coming out, sir.
You are. Please go on. Go on.
All right, Mazi, Jonathan, may God bless you for your topic this night. First of all, before we proceed, I thank our HODs. For HOD, may God bless you people. Also, I greet our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. and as tomorrow. Mazi, let me just contribute towards your topic this night. My point will say that Nigeria was created by the for them to have a chance or for them to have, dominion over Africa and for them to have a future feeling of resources. Months before independence, 1960, a contraction called Nigeria. Nigeria was programmed for the West to steal and also to kill the race of Africans. And that is why nothing good which they know will come out from this contraction called Nigeria. Now I have found and figure. During the war, 1967 to 1970, when our forefathers fought the war, our forefathers invented the weapon which they used to fight. Our forefathers manufactured weapons and also bombs to fight during the war. To tell you that Nigeria have been already programmed that Nigeria can never see the light of the day, and that's why Britain, on their own selfish interest, and also advised to go on, not to, after the war, not to, bring our forefathers into the system that will make Britain, or to bring it back, or to make the Britain to have a kind of collapse, or make the downfall of Britain. Because West know that they integrated our forefathers into system that from the time of the war, maybe 20 years to come, Nigeria starts importing and exporting ammunition. Mazi, they use religion in order to make our people to be so lazy, in order to make our people to have a kind of, believing that the manna will from heaven. So instead of our people to work, and they work and use the brain that God gives to them to manufacture something like West. Britain firstly introduced religion for our people to be so dominant and so lazy. And that is why they knew that during the time of creation of this contraction called Nigeria, to more 50 years to come, they knew that all the whole West will come to Nigeria to steal their resources, even to create a fight, even to make Africa to hate themselves. As we see what is happening in Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger. Immediately you want to impose the system of the West, or immediately that you want to reject the slave masters' power, you will see them regrouping themselves and also creating terrorism in order to subdue and also to bring fear to these people. And that is what is happening. Except to submit yourself to do their bidding, and they will be sucking your resources, keeping you to be in a perpetual poverty. That's when the West will be pleased with such people. But whenever you try to, tell them that you know what you are doing and you want to govern and conduct yourself in order to make a very full and very activist society, you will see the West regrouping themselves, creating all manner of terrorism, creating all manner of virus in order to put fear in the people. But I thank God, IPOB have come to stay. We are not going back. This new generation, we are going to write our history. And we are going to change the narrative of the West. We are going to tell the world that we are not a coward. Even our forefathers trying to open the eyes of Africans, telling Africans that Africans can be self-independent, not only relying in the West, because the West can never give Africa something good. Because if something good that is in Africa, West will try to cover it up and overshadow them. Mazi, thank you. God bless you for this your program. I know that the network is our problem here. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. Here. Thank you. Caller on, let me see. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Please go.
Professor Jonathan, thank you for taking my call.
Mazi.
Okay, you're speaking to your brother who's in with the scavenger. I'm calling from Africa Sud, South Africa. I greet my leader, Mazi a prisoner of conscience, who set up this Radio Biafra, a citadel of knowledge and spirituality. And that is what you, Professor Jonathan, is doing, what he mandated you to do, and what you have volunteered yourself to do, to teach us. And let me tell you, Professor Jonathan, that all you have been teaching to us here, nobody has come to dispute it. You can see that since today, the headlines, everything is centered on Fulani, their cows, and the headers. That's the only thing that is dominating the news today, even to the extent that the president himself is now pleading to get land for them. As if this land is talking of they don't have land. Because they are not alone. They are not Niger State alone. It's more than the whole Eastern Nigeria. The whole Eastern Nigeria. Only 2 states. And now they are asking to give them land. And what baffles me, Professor Jonathan, as you said, to tell you the truth, Nigerians are dead body, as you said. And not only you said so, one of their politicians wrote me, he said that Nigeria don't respond to stimulus. If that means that if you punch a needle on their body, they don't shake. And that's why you say that these people are dead. They are dead bodies. And let me frog it more. Why I believe entirely. And if anybody is distributing what you say, that Nigerians are dead bodies, the Fulani said that Nigeria is their father's estate. They didn't respond from 1960, from 90 redeemed to up to now, and they are doing it, and nobody has asked them, what do you mean by father's estate? None of the politicians, none of the professionals, none of the professors
who knows all the street, all the hill in Jerusalem, but they don't know anything about themselves. Professor Jonathan, the same in Nigeria. I don't understand. You in the same Nigeria is where you see kidnappers. Kidnappers with that somebody who kidnapped and raped, and that instead of punishing him for raping and killing, they promoted him and put him in army. They put him in army. How do you expect such country? You know, they know when they want to do or something. They know how what it will be, what it will look. They have studied it and know. That is why Antonio Guterres said that it is good to incorporate 5 terrorist groups in Nigeria into Nigeria army, and now there is no remedy for Nigeria army, for Nigeria military. They are finished. You can never do the only thing that can make Nigeria army to come is when you put maybe nuclear weapon. You gather all the military and pour the nuclear weapon. Then no one of them remain. As long as they remain, Nigeria security will remain the same. So I don't know why Antonio Guterres give this advice. They didn't ask him, have you give this advice in other Western world? Where on earth can that is you leave your citizen, all your citizens are not working, they are not good to be in Nigeria, and it's only for you to incorporate. Professor Jonathan, how do we do this mess that we are in? The only thing is to work out, and that is why we are saying, I don't know, it looks like Nigeria don't understand the English. All these professors who call us secessionists, they don't know that there is meaning between secessionist and referendum. They are not the same word. You can't, you have to explain them differently. IPOB said referendum, and this referendum is a peaceful one. This referendum is going to separate those who decided that they will kill hundreds of other people and they get 7 virgins in heaven. That referendum will divide everything, purify it nicely. But they say IPOB is secessionist. There is difference between secessionist and referendum. They are not the same. Separation and referendum are not the same. Please, can you now go and read our family writers, how they write this, how they analyze it, and try to know exactly that they are two different. IPOB have chosen a peaceful way for everybody to go straight, for everybody to everything to work nicely. That is the referendum. And now, as you say, when they come, you take they don't know what they're doing. It's not some people are surprised when they talk 40 trillion for this is a cam case. Those money is a cam case. You forgot that there was those one that they kidnap people and still demanded 100 million, even to the extent their wives were pregnant and they said they must take their wife to hospital. And the Nigerian army who don't have all their gadgets is on Biafra, in Biafra land. That is where you see whenever their gadget, their microscope, all their things is already in Biafra land. When it's in the north, it went blank. It can't see anything. So there is nobody. I'm not surprised if they give them 40 trillion, or even if they say, wait, because one day you will hear that these terrorists will ask, go and bring 100 Biafra women for us inside the forest. Is that what we are waiting for? That is what we are waiting for to hear. So there is nothing that will confuse me, because if you see it now before they planned it, Buhari he said all governors. And who are the governors? APC. APC are the majority governors. So he's going to entice them, tell them that if you don't do this, well, you are not going to get position in what? In APC. And what we are saying here is all what we want is referendum. Release our leader Mazi a prisoner of conscience. He didn't do anything. Even as dirty as your court is, they can be able to differentiate the truth and say that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Discharged and acquitted is where we stand. If you go other way, when you go up and down, go up and down. Where we stand is discharged and acquitted. Discharged and acquitted. It is a simple English. Even me who didn't go to school, I understand what is discharged and acquitted. So why can't professors or these creeding who read in America, Oxford, don't tell these people, please, political negotiation? No. Tell them that release this man. This is what your court said. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be like Obi, who is deceiving us. He go to America, he go to Britain. He is now a motivational speaker. He is angry because Nigeria collected expired wheat. That is what he said. And now he said that Nigeria is peaceful. Peaceful in a country where they are raping, where they are killing. More than 1,000 have, since he lost the election, more than 1,000 people have been died, killed by the terrorists. And he said it's peaceful. Peaceful. How many people have died? Professor Jonathan, thank you for taking my call. Biafra IPOB members here, my call.
We must continue. Nigeria is a crime against humanity. The structured Nigeria, all these are the work of Britain. And there is no way we can remedy it because it has gone, into the subconscious of every Nigerian. That is it. Tribal politics, religious politics, all these have gone into, sorry, it seems I caught somebody, a wrong person, I don't know, on signal. Please, if you are the person, you call back, please, without knowing. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Please go on.
Mazi Chinedu. Please, okay. I'm calling from Italy room. Okay. Thank you for what you are doing for our motherland, Biafra. And your topic this evening. I so much appreciate the way you express everything. But I beg to disagree one thing. That nobody divide Igbo people. Nobody divide Igbo people. The problem we have as in the Igbo is that our leaders know one choncho, envy and jealousy. Because it's what is repeating itself. Now history have a way of repeating itself. And always on our course. That's why I'm very grateful for the imagine of IPOB and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they have proven what Igbos are, what we really are, and what we stand for. Look at now what the siblings of iniquities are doing now. We tell you how they sabotage the Biafran war. Now they were nowhere to be found. IPOB was asking of our leaders all this while. They hold our leader in Kenya. They could not. They asked the one who is propagating now. Takanu said our leader is in the top of mind to pray. IPOB suffered everything, humiliation. A lot of them called the leadership a lot of names, and thank God that our leadership stands firm up to this moment. Now, what is the problem that Ejimako cannot stand where his brother stand? Where even the victory Ejiofor and the Ozokome and they won in appeal court, is it not the victory for all of us? Now the siblings of iniquity now come from nowhere to just to distract us from what we are doing. you see that Igbos now, even Igbos who are in other places now, they should wake up. Nobody divide us. It's we that is dividing ourselves. And that is the coming of Mazi and the Kano have shown the world everything, what Igbos are and what Igbos represent. Mazi and the Kano is not an Igbo man. After they said that Igbos hate themselves, who can show the law, the type of love Mazi and the Kano have shown to us? Nobody, even before the history, before the war, nobody have shown, after the war, nobody have shown this type of love. And we all should wake up. It's not telling that they divide us. And most of our people are in the coastal region. They will be waiting back. I tell people, one of my friends, because sometimes when you are doing evangelism, they said Biafra will come by miracle. I asked them, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu relax in UK and saying that Biafra will come by miracle, who will do it for us?
Mazi,
so that is all I have to say.
Mazi, this is part of religious indoctrination. You know, we believe everything is a miracle. I'm telling you honestly. And it is too bad. The miracle is we that we do it for ourselves. If we go and relax, like some people say, no, let me stay, I will not contribute until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come. You will stay in his house praying. I am praying for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am praying for IPOB, but you are doing nothing. Now you tell me how that miracle will happen. Miracle is performed by we human beings and nothing more. Mazi, please go on.
Yes. Okay. Now look at Harold Wilson now said in 1967 when Biafra was in civil war with Nigeria, and they said that they can never change their policy against Biafra, even if millions of Biafran children died. They can never change their policy. Okay, now the policy of that with Harold Wilson now, which people are holding it? Is it not Igbo politician? Is it not this siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who came now and what we are making to find our way? They are drawing us back. Is it not part of holding that in the policy of Harold Wilson? Thank you, Mazi. God bless you and God bless Biafra. Thank you. Let me not take much time.
There were Mazi. There were. Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on. Let me see. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on Signal. Caller on Signal. Are you there? Please go on. Caller on Signal once again. Can you hear me, please? Celestine Oba. Can you hear me? Mazi, go on now. Go on. There will go on, please. Go on.
Good evening, Professor Jonas. My name is Mazi Celestine Oba, and I am calling from Akwa Ibom State, the land of Biafra. Professor Jonas, I want to say one thing. And that thing I want to say that nobody is a Nigerian. If anybody count himself as he or she being a Nigerian, it means that that person was a bastard. Nigeria is an empire put up or instituted by the British, where the Britain are the directors, the Funanis are the managers, and every other indigenous population that make up this contraction are the neighbors. Therefore, nobody is a Nigerian. Another thing I want to tell our people, Professor Jonas, is that sentiment and the emotions are two factors that are not known to freedom fighting. Freedom fighting is anchored on the cardinal principle of command and control. Move, you move, stop, you stop. Nothing more than that. Our people must have to develop a kind of, what do you call it? This mental toughness. It is only mental toughness that can make our people excel in this vanguard of or quest for freedom. That is another thing I want to tell our people. Secondly, Professor Jonas, I want to commend you on these colonial legacies
that have become a topic over the weeks, because that's where our problems lies. Anything that is not organic to the people is a problem. And you know our people are very good in mimicking. And where they mimic, and even over mimic and get even worse than the people that those things they are trying to mimic originate from. Therefore, I want to say that every organic nation is anchored on values. Value system is the only thing that's taking the bond. And on the principle of values, there lies the human development and the advancement. Based on this, we can now understand that the forceful indoctrination of English language as a lingua franca is a colonial legacy as well. In as much as we can also talk about the polluted Christianity that we have here in our land today as a colonial legacy. Indoctrination is a terrible disease, because what they do is they target the mind, they target the frontal lobes, they try to destroy it, and try to install illusion, an imagination of the mind. Perhaps those are not the realities. And these are areas that our people must have to learn to grow above. And the only way we can do that is by developing the mental toughness, understanding who we are in respect to our values as an organic creation to grow above. And the only way we can do that is by developing the mental toughness, understanding who we are in respect to our values as an organic creation. It could work. May Chukwu keep blessing you. Oh,
Biafra. The war. We must continue, and I will pick this caller on WhatsApp. I think it will be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening, I'm here.
There, Mazi.
My name is Michelle. I'm from Nigeria.
Your voice is going on in and coming out. I don't know. Are you using any gadget? Please, you remove it.
I'm not using anything.
Okay. Please go on. Make sure to put your phone is in front of your mouth. Please go on.
Yes. What you are. Yes, I can hear you now, very clear. Good evening from you. My name is Zushen. I'm calling you from Election. Your preaching tonight is very. Yeah. I'm not using any of these. So, what I want to say is this. No matter whatever is happened, the nowadays in Igbo language says that so no matter whatever happened, we stay on side of IP and we are doing our best. So, Mazi, continue your preaching. We have seen the truth. Nobody in Nigeria today does not know what happened in Nigeria. In fact, we are even praying, make this more harsh to continue, so that many Nigerians will see the truth. They'll see their downfalling. And spending some time, Nigerians did not shake bodies. No matter whatever they have seen, what they were after is our stomach, and very upsetting. And sometimes in your program, you say that Nigerians are dead bodies. We are only dead bodies in this country. Nothing is moving. So, what I want to urge IPOB, according to our leader said that no issue of land on Biafra must begin any ruler, and we stand on that. No matter whatever they are doing, moving Chinedu, we stand on the side of our people. My Biafra. Thank you.
Mazi almost here Biafra. Okay, let me give this caller. I think is Pastor OTC or OTC. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Mazi, please go on. Caller on signal. Can you hear me?
Biafra.
Almost here Biafra. Go on, please.
My name is Mazi. I'm calling from France. Good evening. When you start every evening, if I can call.
Mazi, are you on movement? I don't know. Why is your network reconnecting? Mazi OTC, are you on movement? Please, it's abnormal.
Take a long some time very finish. I cannot continue. The new port. I want to contribute in the area of the seaport, because this is a new development for our people. And if our people can obey and remove fear and follow the direction of the US, then you see the turnover and the odd blockage will change, and the things will start to happen. And another thing I want to say, we need to remember that the foreign hand that hold the Nelson Mandela, that hold our leader, are not yet broken. They are looking for another means to see if they can put us in confusion or put us in distraction. That's why they are trying to see if they can find a role or the weak persons. They are going to cause havoc among us. And what we are supposed to do is focus. As I used to say our brethren, we need to be focused. Let's talk about something about it. When you say something, you're going to do this thing. You started doing it not only to procrastination, because the procrastination cannot give you any fruit. If you want to do something, plan it, map it, strategize it, and also check if it's going to yield a fruit or not. Then before you can apply the market mechanism and able to bring those things to manifest. What I'm trying to say is, Biafra is a real issue, and also all of us are going to get the freedom on it. Today we are talking about the zoo, and tomorrow, if everything turn over, we are going to forget about the pain that we passed through the days of this third and fourth season of the zoo. We are going to forget about this, and we are going to focus how to prepare our future. See, now the zoo don't have the network, the internet. They are going through the Saudi Arabia and other foreign and the South Africa. I think by now the Nigeria is supposed to launch their satellite, but only thing that we can hear in the news is where their professor is they have know how to make a new cliche, also to do and to send a soldier to guide a llama inside the bush, and also how to kidnapping a young child. You know, when we talk about the religion the religion about Christianity did not destroy our people, but the religion about Islam destroy our people so much. In a way that when you say, if you tell somebody to wake up and do something, they will tell you about what the Imam said. But sometimes they cannot do anything, because now we need to stand up and also go deeply and bring the two religions that are holding us down. Not only to focus in Christianity, we need to bring Islam deeply. If it's something that we can go to debate and bring in all those taqiyas and all those evil that they are making them unleashing our brothers to using the name of this religion to cause havoc among our people. We are trying to chase out the Catholic and the Anglican from our land. Why in the backyard they are using Islam to come and be corrupting our children and our girls, and which is very very bad. Because tomorrow, if we get Biafra and we do not handle these two religions very perfectly or very seriously, it's going to cause more havoc in a way that some mentality will not change, and some people will not be sanctified and be purified, because we are building a country which the religion cannot influence. Our common goal is to make sure that the issue of Biafra is the first thing before other religion or before other things. Because when you deal with Biafra and they also make it in a way that before anything you can do, you think about Biafra. If you want to practice your religion, practice inside your home, not outside. Then you see things will start happening. Not making a tank fire and causing havoc and shouting, everybody's making noise from one corner to another without any control. What I'm trying to say is, our leader is coming out, but the issue is there. Now is the we are going to see people that is capable to hold on, because Nigeria is facing the pain and also the heat from DOS, and they don't want to surrender, but they are going to surrender in a way that they are going to displace themselves, that not any country in the world that can even see them and expect them, even their diplomats are going to be receiving a heart attack and die, because one thing is going to happen now very soon. When you say you're a Nigerian, they will pack you one side and start controlling you, and will not see any bad thing from your pocket or from your business. They will detain you because of your passport or that name they call Nigeria. It's going to be worse than those diplomats and all those agents, because when the time is reached, the music, everybody is going to dance it. In our home, we need to keep on. Our people, please, don't panic. We are about to finish this race, as our Lord said. We are inside the dark age, or dark room now, because our leader's wife said something. He said, when you are inside the dark room, if you stay there long, you will discover there is a light inside there. We didn't stay in the dark room for long, and we didn't see the light that's shining inside the dark room. It's not the time for us to pick from that dark room. We will stay in that dark room until we get the original light that will lead us into the fullness of lightness. That's the only thing I can say for this hour. Yes.
There were Mazi.
And
very much.
Also, about our brother Mazi today. We love him. We need to bring him back to the program.
Yeah, he's okay. He's around, and anytime he can still come up. We have been talking privately. It's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mazi, why, when you talk about religion, why we also talking about Christianity is the one that we know more in our land. We are facing reality. We don't even want another one, Islam, to come to us, because we are facing the one we are facing already. That is why, because it's what you experience. From there, you will talk, you will speak of your experience. It's not the one they tell you, the one you never see. So let us be factual. We are not going to leave the problem that is affecting us. Now we start talking about foreign this thing that we never much experience. We are talking about virus in our land. That is it. Not the one that they want to bring that never come. No. The one that is around is what we are talking about. Caller on direct line, you'll be the last caller, please. Make it as brief as you could, please, because I just pick your call because you called on direct line. Otherwise, I'm already, finished with calls. Please, go on. Call on direct line. Can you hear me?
For taking my call. I'm going to be as brief as you have directed. My name is Biafra. Again, serious. But let me go back. In the people, we have to do history. Those are like social butterflies. When it's springtime, when it's sunny, the butterfly will come and fly everywhere and electrify everywhere. When the weather changes, they go into hibernation and in the process they die. Why did I say that? Ohaneze is not scientific. If Ohaneze had an answer of scientificism in their concept, they would have understood long ago that we are facing extinction. Because social butterflies, they are in every aspect. Let us not forget about People's Club. What has People's Club done for us? No, just gather, party, wedding. Sometimes they don't even do graduation, because if they do graduation, we'll be talking of granting scholarship for their sons. Wedding sons of Igbo land to go and study in Harvard. They don't do that. It's graduation, wedding, housewarming. Now, from that time, we have seen a people that are always involved in engaging themselves in things that they will do crazy dresses. In the Western world, somebody puts a jeans and a t-shirt, is off to work. Somebody in the corporate office puts a tie and shirt, you have to work. But our people will copy other cultures, buy the most expensive abada, and go and be cleaning it up like an almajiri. I'm saying this because I want to suggest to you, Dr. Jonathan, it is high time we are going to do a program, of Igbo leaders that meant well for their people. Because I'm saying it because a lot of them go into politics because they want to be honorable, want to be excellency. Criminals coming to be honorable and excellencies. That is their driving point. And I bet you, in this life or in next life, when Biafra materializes, Biafrans will not accept any idiot as an excellency. Dr. Jonathan, what I have to say is much, but I have to cut it so that you can go. But finally, we have to sustain what we are doing, the campaign we are doing. It worries me that the Igbo people are over-pampered. That is the word. It's not even about sentiment. It's not even about emotion. We are over-pampered. Nnamdi Kanu gave a radio station, a TV station, equivalent to CNN, which our eternal leader never had. Igbos are not listening. Chike came here last year and said, tie your money in foreign currencies. Abstain from eating. No. What we are doing is skip. Everybody is a broadcaster, is a radio, doing all manner of nonsense. We are doing it at the expense of freedom. Freedom is the most important thing on earth. And that is why people like me in IPAB, under Nnamdi Kanu, under the chairmanship, headship of Chinedu, We will fight it to the end. Even if I die tomorrow, I'm not better than those who dream to live to see this day, but they couldn't. Yet they died because of Biafra. Yeah, our people don't listen to Radio Biafra. And when they listen, they don't take it serious. And that is why we continue going into pit holes upon pit holes. Yeah, you talk about intellectuals. We have a lot of them. Where are people like Patrick Tommy with PhD or more than 20 PhD in economics? Nigeria could not even appoint him an economic minister. Where is Abakoma, who is even a judge in London? These people will not come out and tell Nigerian government what you are doing is wrong, because everybody is sure. The rest can go to her. And then I'm going to point. Just look. Just look at study. When you go to the don't tell me what to do. Your money. No. Realize I was talking to our hardcore that we share comments together, and she said, now I have come to full realization that why God sent me to come to overseas. So for that, and once you go there, make money, come and build big house in the village, no. You are going to be a ladder for freedom first. For those who didn't have the opportunity to do it. After that, everything will add up. Our musicians, they've left it to Biafran daughter to be singing about Biafran. Our major musicians, all of them are timid. I'm expecting some of them to sing like Fela. If Fela was alive today, Fela will come out and sing about what is going on and then the consequences. Fela, Obasanjo, about Abiola, and all of them. And heavens did not fall. But Nigerian musicians, Igbo musicians are not good. So you person sang about Cold War in South Africa. He was instrumental to the liberation of South Africa. But none of our own are doing anything. But in Mapanda, then to crown it all, we have one useless, hopeless buffoon that they recruited to come and dazzle our people. That is why I say our people are like butterflies. We are fighting for freedom. Somebody wears a suit, take a cup of champagne and be dancing, and you are following him. I'm ashamed. Thank you, Mazi, Jonathan. But Biafra, we must get. All day Biafra. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Oh, must say Biafra. There we go. Thank you very much. This is where I'm going to switch off the phones. I'm sorry. From my gadget, the wire. That is it. You know, we have to be truthful here. Our brother is called from the wire connecting, and I will rectify it. So, Biafrans and lovers of freedom, like what Mazi, the last caller, said, singing like Fela and others. Which Igbo musicians have sung about the situation, castigated the Nigerian government in his songs like that. If not, what Biafrans are doing now. Just tell me. The reason is this. These are people, what they do is catch them young. Have you forgotten when they wanted to met in a hotel to bribe him into just take, I think, 30 million naira, 15 million. That what they used to do to our Igbo musicians mostly is this. Once they see an upcoming artist, Igbo musician mostly, they send our politicians They go and scavenge him. Yeah, they have agents. Joe Ibokwe is one of them. They go and meet him. Now we know you are coming up. We will support you. We will make you become, you come from a poor background. We know you. We come from a poor background. But we will make you you become a star, national star, even international star. But do you know what? You sing anything, don't enter politics. If you enter politics, you're fallen. That's what they advise him. They will give to him on your channel at that beginning. I was saying, nah, hey, Igbo, he had to wake up. What we expose the reality here. Now, Ocheko Getoshi, and the greed, no dignity. Also, him the politics. Now they put him into the pocket. Obidosi na gozi imo Iche no na going with anyoma. He's singing it for his stomach because he don't want to dive into something that will trouble him, for him to suffer inconvenience. Do you think enduring? Look at Abdurrahman, the one that sang Nigeria Jaga Jaga. Do you think it's easy? He may run away. He was declared the persona non grata in his own country. Do you think it's Igbo man can do that? Live a living good life. Live coming out to showcase a dollar, to showcase his money, and run away, fighting for people. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is one of a kind. I am telling you honestly. And how to call Biafrans that are into the struggle without no single any other motive other than to restore Biafra. You are a saint. Call yourself a saint. That is what you are. Not those that enter because of to get connection or to I not have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so can inherit something from him. That is you start making a living. Forget about all those. I'm talking about those of us that are putting, not receiving. What we want to receive is the coming of Biafra, genuinely. You call yourself, it's not easy for an Igbo man to engage in this. It's not easy. Because the pressure of our society, the pressure of our situation, of our system, mostly in Igbo land, is too much. Competition. Oh, na fight na Biafra. Na Biafra. Who will enjoy it? Oh, you want to now you go change Nigeria, Abi. You want to sing about Nigeria. And you'll be running up and down. They will kill you, you'll die for nothing. Now leave them single about Naka. That is the reality. Once they pocket you, anywhere you go, if you know Sibo man, hey, I never talk it. Ego na abian now. As Igbo man, ine face ego. Na agazi within the boski, the boss, okay, that is what average Igbo man wants. That is his lifestyle. We must be realistic. It takes more than anything in order to fight for dignity. Like a fella, like Abdurrahman. Even if the persecution, you insist. You don't care devastation, you insist. It takes the people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and others to do that. Not now. You don't want to be comfortable. This inconvenience, that is the problem we are having. So that is what the jinx we are trying to break in our land, so that we live in dignity as a people. Because if we continue like this relaxed mind, now you don't want to live inconveniently. Now let me tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a vision. Now Mazi, I cannot. You are looking for just excuse not to inconvenience yourself. not to, contribute. That is the only thing you tell yourself the truth. Because the worst thing you can do to yourself is lying to yourself. You know the truth inside you. If you are genuine, hardcore, you are not doing anything because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we continue. Whether his renditions or not, or he is there or not, we continue what we are doing. And that is when our enemies will understand that we are serious. That these people, they are serious. So whether you remove their leader, they are still doing what they are doing. That is how it is. But when we always like to live comfortably without no disturbance, because that is living in slavery. This world we are in, it is a continuous fight. To live as a human being, you go to bed and wake up tomorrow morning, it is a fight. Because there are many viruses, many organisms that want you dead, even inside your body. And your antibodies are fighting. It doesn't sleep. Anytime your antibody, your natural immune stops fighting, you are dead. Because there are millions of viruses, millions of sicknesses that are there, that are there in your body, fighting, making to bring you down, your tissues, your organs, everything, your cells down. So this world is a continuous fight, and that is what we continue doing. If you don't fight, you succumb. You live like slave. You see the Fulanians, I gave an example. You see, since 1804, they continue fighting. They never remove their eye from the goal. They never. What about, can you do that? Do that. I said, can you do that? You continue maintaining the goal of your ancestor or one of your ancestors that you have to. 1804 till today, 220 years till today. And you continue fighting, maintaining that cause that we must take everywhere, because they see that, look, Nigerian indigenous people found in that contraption, they are gullible, they are subjugable. So we are preaching to going back to our roots, so that we become who we were before the white men came. We are not gullible. We are not people that accept easily. We are people that if you say, let us die today, we say, let us tomorrow. No, we want today, to protect. Fought with Britain, British heavy army, for 31 good years. That is who we are. Today, they turned us into gullible set of people that believes on miracle. Now, God will do it for us. Now, do they believe in like this, and they have a 1929, which they call about women riot? You know, when they write our history for us, they say it's about women riot, but it's a protest. But because our colonial masters, they were surprised that these monkeys can rise up, even their women can rise up. Who are they? That's why they demonized it and called it about women riot. We are Biafrans from Joe, from Shekiri, all of them gathered in Aba. Ask yourself, if a religion has taken its root as it did today, do you think that they can mobilize themselves? This one we said, no, I'm Orthodox, I'm Anglican. Now for Catholic, I beg, now me I know there, I know be Catholic, leave, not them, I beg, me I know there, I wouldn't do it, Mary. You have divisions among ourselves. If it is today, do you think that our people can gather, our women can gather like that? The only thing that can gather our people today is Biafra. Nothing more, Biafra. Because there is no more ideology that keeps us together. We didn't have no ideology that galvanizes us together. Are you going to talk about Igbo? This one will tell you, say, no, I'm Bendel Igbo. I know be Igbo. I'm a Igbo. I know be Igbo. I'm Delta Igbo. This one will say, no, I just speak Igbo, but I'm not Igbo. Or are you going to use religion? Yeah, you're back, because pieces. We are the programmers to hate ourselves. In the name of man of dog, we come to your family and tell you that why you are not progressing, why your wife is not having a child is because of your mother. The mother that born you gave you her breast. Or people who get that time again on our. So an outsider will come and scam for you to see how low they put us. Our people can go so low. It is highly annoying. Mother no, na nne was a witch. Again, no name for your witch. Gonna defend the gay woman. And when you are a baby, you don't know anything. It can put you into water bucket and drown you there. Do it. Now you grow up, you are doing your business, you are working, you marry, and now it's that time you become a witch because a so-called man of God have said it. In the Bible, and any person that is telling me that no, it's not a religion that is our problem. It is, I continue maintaining it till tomorrow. It's one of our main problems that they divided us. We make us hate each other. You go to villages, go to back to your town, you tell you no, don't do this, don't because as a people, our umbilical cord was severe. The things fell apart. As Chinedu put it, and the center can no longer hold. Because I was in Diotu. We no more have anything, our natural culture and tradition that joins us together. We demonize it. We are programmed to demonize it, and everybody to attend to Israel. Go and do only to choosing. Only to RCC from Yoruba land. Yoruba pastor now is your family, is your everything. This and your, because all of you are going to heaven, others are not going. Your brother and sister becomes demon in the house, and you will continue telling me that no, it's not our problem. Yeah, we must continue. We must continue. No, when we Biafra, we start making law. How can you make a law when you are not together ideologically? How can you organize and make a common law that will represent our real interest? So we enter ourselves about this religious thought that is torturing us. Let us assume we enter Biafra now. We want to make a law. We start by saying, okay, let us make a law that at least as a president or prime minister or anything, equal anything that wants to take a public office in our land, by ROC, but that ABC by ROC, that you will not touch you will defend our interests first, even if it means sacrificing your life. And if you fail, no Bible, no Quran, no nothing. Imam will tell you, hey, how can we make that law? Tell me. Oh, hey, no, it's against my belief. We cannot allow it. This law to pass, this bill to pass into law, it can never pass. Why? It's not that it is not good. You know that if we do it, no person can embezzle money. If you do it, RC come work immediately because it's the law. The people will rise, but RC may have full coke immediately. You will RC. And every of our community make RC. Or now, if you want to become call it governor, mayor, provincial head, anything, you use your RC, take out of office. It becomes a law. How many people can agree to this law? Only I can say, yeah, Anglican, and the Bible says, don't swear with you. No, yes. not to touch Pharisee. Now tell me, how her back now I'm going to give you a small example so that you understand the importance of what we are doing now. So that we organize ourselves in one umbrella. You understand? So that before that time reaches, we have accepted and agreed as one people. Having that mentality. That is why we are doing what we are doing. Biafra remains our religion. Biafra remains who we are, our identity. To Biafra, if for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Saint Patrick's Day, 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 Saint Patrick's Day.
Wow, another St. Patrick Day is here for IPOB Island.
Biafran community in Ireland, under the leadership of Mazi hereby invites all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom in Ireland and around the world
as we join the Irish people worldwide to see St. Patrick's Day parade in County Limerick, Ireland.
Date Sunday, 17th March 24.
Venue
Limerick City Center, IPOB Dublin Zone Assembly Point, Red Cow Tram Station, off Junction 9, M50/N7 exit. Gathering time 8 a.m. prompt. Departure time 9 a.m. prompt. Host
IPOB Limerick. For more information, please contact
Mazi Benjamin Anyawo 089-249-0835. Coordinator
Gathering Point, St. Patrick Event IPOB location number 33. Join us live here on Facebook.
Mazi Isaiah Oba, IPOB Deputy European Representative 089-264-8931. Mazi Charles Sumba, IPOB Island National Coordinator
085-1434-454.
IPOB PRO Mazi Charles Ibebubu 087-746-3304.
IPOB Limerick Coordinator Mazi Chochi Cosmas and Ben Anyawa 089-249-0835 or 089-960-1378.
Mazi CJ Coordinator 089-959-1330. Co-coordinator Mazi Peter Ewuzie Ezudo 085-284-2767.
IPOB Waterford Coordinator Mazi Philip 087-1659-162. IPOB Mazi Chinedu Duru 087-275-6267.
IPOB Carry Coordinator Mazi Ugochukwu Keke Iheme 089-955-8999. Come one, come all. Let's keep Biafra alive. Sign Mazi Stephen Chukwu
267.
IPOB Carry Coordinator Mazi Ugochukwu Keke Iheme 089-955-8999. Come one, come all. Let's keep Biafra alive. Sign Mazi Stephen Chukwu.
This ESN third anniversary is dedicated to all IPOP leadership, DOS, headed by Mazi Chinedu, to all Biafran genuine freedom fighters, all IPOP/ESN members extrajudicially killed by the Nigerian Murderous Security Agencies. ESN protects Biafra land.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olo province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 18th day of December 2023. Tata Bo Obocheke. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, regardless that I am a little bit late than usual. But we must continue. Therefore, as you may all have known, we are a people under threat of extinction. Therefore, what we do? What do we do other than to defend ourselves, to make sure that we also exist in this planet Earth? That is why we are fighting to liberate ourselves from that abominable zoological republic called Nigeria, a racist construct created by Britain, where things that you don't see, horrible crimes you don't see any other place in this planet Earth is taking place. Where Bill Gates, where Bill Gates and co have bought the Nigerian in advance, paid for the organs of every Nigerian. Have you forgotten? Something that it doesn't happen other places. Things that you can never, Britain created Nigeria so that human beings will be surplus for experimentation, for cannibalism, if you want, for any type of thing you want human beings to do. That is why they combine, they created Nigeria for all kinds of human experiments as guinea pigs, to use for harvesting of human organs as they want. And that is happening in Nigeria. Where life, life doesn't matter nothing. Where, a cup of water is more precious than life, human life in Nigeria. No person cares. Where people are being, put together to fight and hustle for their daily feedings and daily breads, even if it means eating themselves raw, it is allowed in Nigeria. That is a horrible hellhole. That is why we have checked everywhere, all east, west, north, south. There is no way Nigeria could be fixed. People, the people you call politicians here, they are agents of the West, Western agents. They loot public fund with impunity, direct impunity, and use it as they want. Look at what is happening in where you call River State. Look at in Imo State. The whole most of them cannot pay public servants. To the extent many public servants in Imo said, oh, how many months they are being paid. And it was even the mega once in a year, once in 2 years, months they are being given their money. They reduce their money lower than what it should be. And you don't talk. They will even go and give testimony. Thank God, though, that this thing, even they remember us today. Once in 2 years, salary. Tell me, how do you think that type of country is sustainable? How? I want people to be reasonable. How? Where do you start? Where law is never respected, there is nothing like law and order. It depends on who do you know. Reasonable. How? Where do you start? Where law is never respected, there is nothing like law and order. Who do you know? Is the citizens or protect citizens? No. It is about who you know. It is about the politician you know, or is your brother or sister brother or brother friend. The connection you have is what protects you, not law. There is no law in Nigeria. Nigeria is a completely anarchous domain. A place where there is no law and order. You can see what they call, I'll talk about democracy in Nigeria. It makes me shed tears. And I have been saying it here that one of the main weapons of the West, of the Europeans to continue subjugating Africa is their so-called imposition of their version of democracy. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Africa has been disarmed, complete. They are learning everything right from that. Because the colonization of the European colonization of Africa stripped Africa naked of everything. I say everything. As Africans, we are now programmed to hate our predecessors, our ancestors. People gave birth to us. We are programmed to hate them. We are programmed to hate anything concerning us, ourselves. Our tradition, we are programmed to hate it. Even system of government, we are programmed in order to fight for European democracy imposed on us. Not good governance. No. No person talks about good governance. No person talks about upholding our system of governance before the advent of the white people. For us to develop it, no person. Everybody now thinks that their version, the so-called European democracy, is the only way to advancement, which is complete 100% lie from the pit of hell. China has proven it. Other countries has proven it wrong. That you can develop in your own system. But we are complete, we have been stripped naked, nude Africans. Both our spirituality, nothing. Everything we depend on foreign. As I used to say, let me reiterate it. We are the only race, black Africans, the only race that does not have any God that resembles us. We worship, we bow down to us that resemble other races. Indians have God, Shiva, and others that resemble them. Japanese, their God resemble them. Thailandese, they have their God resemble them. Arabs, their God resemble them. Europeans, their God resemble them. Africa, where is your own God? They start quoting for you what is written in by Arab prophets, what is written by Jewish prophets or European prophets. And we think we can succeed like that, advance. That is why we are the lowest of the low in every part of the world, the black race. Because we have no God that resembles us. Here, we try to make you reason. We try to make you think. Reason. You know, what you hear on Radio Biafra is not what you are used to hearing. No. What you hear on Radio Biafra is what will change your life radically, make you reason critically like a human being you are supposed to be. So, you reason? You know, we are Biafrans. We are in the center of the world, the center of the universe. And that radical changes, positive changes, liberation, we start from that dot. That place, let Buhari call the dot. And that is what is happening. Because we are kingmakers. All we are asking is for liberation, for freedom. Freedom that others asked for and got it. Bangladesh fought for freedom, asked for freedom, and they got it. Now, how in this world that our own becomes different? Why? Why? Is it people that it is normal to subjugate? Is it that we cannot be able to rule ourselves? Which is lie. These are the context. When people say, "Oh, you are not fit to rule yourself," now you ask them, then how are we living? Because we have been existing since hundreds of thousands of years back. Europeans came about a few centuries back and met us. They met us in good health. We were organized, doing our thing. If we couldn't rule ourselves, which means they would have come and met only vast land without no inhabitants. Because we might as well have consumed ourselves, killed ourselves into extinction. You to think in that method, in that way. Because there is a way they program to reason. They program you not to think, not to reason critically about yourself. But here on Radio Biafra, we knock at the door of that your frontal lobe that you shut. You have unconsciously shut, thinking that is of no use to you. That frontal lobe that makes you reason critically is what we are trying to reactivate, because you need it. Common sense. That is what we teach here. Today, as usual, I will be brief. As usual, I'll be brief. Nowadays I used to be brief, very brief. I want to go into just a few news headlines. And there is one news I want to talk about. First, Oba of Lagos tells Igbos what to do. Remember, before I can understand this, that we are in a freedom fighting. Freedom fighting is a serious business. Freedom fighting is a do or die affair. Freedom fighting is not content creation. Freedom fighting is not blabbing on social media. No. Do you understand? Something that many of you or some of you want is what makes you happy. To be watching after finishing your job of the day. Now you start scrolling on social media to watch. Now what is, do you think that is the freedom fighting? No, it is more than that. This is a very serious business. The fight or the quest for the restoration of Biafra is more than what you think. Are you understanding me? First of all, we don't want only flag independence, whereby, Britain will be ruling us through unseen hand as they are doing in Nigeria. No. We want to take our space in this world and end our space, whereby we can showcase our productivity. Because what makes a human being, or a real human being, what makes a real human being is being able to produce productivity. I want you, if you are in the zoo, just take a look as you are listening to me. Take a look at the whole, properties you have inside the whole things you have, gadgets you have inside your parlor or room. How many are being produced in Nigeria? Just take a stock. Just as I'm talking, be glancing. Check the things that are in your room or in your parlor or around in your yard, in your house. Now you ask yourself, how many of these things are produced in Nigeria? And you see that if there is any, it will be very tiny percent. But we could do more. Now you ask yourself, why is it that others are producing? Why we cannot? When you start, troubling your brain with all this type of